shit. Smoking weed, I'm blunting. No, this thing's nothing. Ain't me like Jesus functions. Eating out of I got key consumption. Super Saiyan water. P.I. eat a peanut butter. Fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You know my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your shit and see her sunken. Missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beam and bucket. I need that she seen a sucker. She breathe me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold to God calls.
Bennett. And speaking of Star Wars,
Hey,
the
Charlie,
weather in Bosque County, Texas. It's called Bosque, Creighton.
I
That's
don't
for you.
have any audio.
Well, you're not plugged in. How about you look at the fact that there's no
I
wire?
don't have a wire to plug it into.
Look
is what I'm
around.
telling you. I'm looking around.
You know, like you're like a child. Like you literally can't do anything. You can't do anything by yourself. My laptop's Wi-Fi doesn't work. Can you fucking click the button? No. Fucking, it's Bosque County's the weather. Texas, 81, 90, 15. I hate you, 70. God damn it. Yeah, come over here with the fucking wire.
Look at the wires. All these are not the thing that you plug into.
Get up.
Hi, everyone. I'm sorry that they're so dysfunctional tonight.
Yes, Melissa Vam.
It's got nothing to do with me.
See what I'm talking about? You're like, plug it up. There's no fucking wire.
I hate everybody. Melissa's cool, but everyone else sucks.
Period. As I should.
Hey. How's it going?
No. I'm not gonna make small talk with you.
You're not going to make small talk with me?
No.
You're already making small talk with me.
I'm done.
Right now.
Mm,
There he is.
oh shit. Yeah, Charlie.
If you can't figure out how the aux cord works, then I don't want to ever do this again. I swear to God, guy comes in, fucking, we start 25 minutes late because his laptop won't connect to the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
He has
Mike
to go
fixed it,
upstairs
by
and-
the way.
What?
Mike fixed it.
Then why is it not here?
He just texted me. that
Go
he
get it.
Oh my god.
Go get it.
fixed it. One thing at a time, Charlie.
Then I'm like, hey, I made some chicken. You want some chicken? He's like, yeah. Takes the bite. Then after eating it, hey, this isn't fried chicken, right? Because I fucking gave up fried chicken for Lent. You know, the Catholic thing that he's not part of. He's not even Catholic. And he's like, I'm fucking giving up fried chicken, sacrificing.
Oh, here we go.
Fried
I
chicken.
can hear you now.
Yeah, sweet. Now go get your fucking laptop while I read the weather and don't let you hear it.
In Bosque?
Yeah, in Bosque County, Texas. Bosque, a bounty hunter from Star Wars. Not the same spelling, but it sounds hilarious. If this was Woody Wilcox, I'd be playing the da-da-da-da, fucking music in the background. Shut up. Shut up. 78 degrees Fahrenheit. It's raining. The precipitation's 81%. The humidity's 90. The wind is 15 miles per hour. That's the weather in Bosque County, Texas.
Can I say Creighton's line?
Sure.
What's the humidity?
Fuck you. That's what it is. Charlie, you good? No. Creighton has my stress level even higher than usual today. He is fucking going off his rocker lunatic mode. Oh, my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on everybody. Rob said he's going to quit the internet. Help. Oh, shit. Tell Rob I love him and not to do that. My favorite humans and a random woman. I didn't assume your gender, I promise. I am unfamiliar with. Nice. 1 year ago, yesterday I met Creighton. Was that a year? Was that really? I feel like it's been longer than that. I used a gender-neutral bathroom for the first time today. Took the fattest it ever. Yes, Copenhagen. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's my comedy right there. I hope you all know that your voices sound like they came from the void in the opening video. What? Probably. Oh, that's because in the opening video we were using a Zoom mic, and it says, excuse me, it was just basically picking up any audio the room would offer back then. That's the only we only had one microphone. Esta, hello, I love you. Anyways, y'all should know I'm coming home this weekend. Yay, Marissa is coming home this weekend. Creighton. What is wrong with him? What's wrong with Creighton? What kind of question is that? Do you understand how many answers there are to that question?
What isn't wrong with Creighton?
There you go. That's a much more. What isn't wrong.
That should be the name of my show.
Whoa. Okay, that's a lot of light, dude. That is
there
too
we
much
go.
light.
I'm no longer orange.
You
I'm
need
Yes,
just-
to-
you
no,
are.
no.
Look, it resettled immediately.
You-
You are more. You are Donald Trump orange
I'm
right
just
now.
really shiny.
You need to move that light so that it's at a better angle, so it's not catching all the yellow light.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
too-
happening is it's all the light is reflecting off the painting. Oh, dude, careful, dude.
Hold
That
on,
was
sorry.
a scary sound.
I'm
The
adjusting.
painting and that thing, but most of all, like I've said and tried to tell you, it's that camera.
I think it's working.
You're orange again.
That's okay.
You're immediately orange.
I'm just happy to have a laptop that works again. Okay.
I'm just happy to be here.
I wish my future was as bright as Creighton's forehead. Did you hear Copenhagen's?
I did not.
He
I-
said,
all
I
I
used
heard
a
was you guys
gender neutral bathroom for the first time today. Took the fattest she-it ever.
He's used that one
slash it.
before.
Has he?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't-
used that
I don't
one.
remember that one.
I remember that one. I remember Copenhagen. I don't think you can slide past me with this one.
Y'all should go watch Three Pines. Alfred Molina, but if he was Sherlock Holmes and Canadian. That's
a lot
okay.
to take in.
That is a lot to take in. I don't know if I want to see. I think
Do I want to see?
I think I'm okay only ever seeing Alfred Molina as Doc Ock and never seeing him as anyone else.
Do I want to see him?
Why are you? Who are you asking?
Oh, I'm just asking you in general.
I'm just asking you in general. You know what you just said?
Yeah,
You heard that, right? When you
Yeah.
said it out loud?
I did.
We weren't the only ones that heard that. You
No,
heard yourself, and
I
you
did.
you still said it.
I still
Like you
support
said it in your head first.
I would never.
Did you think about what you were saying?
I'm always thinking
When
about
d-
what I'm saying.
No. When does he ever think about what he's gonna say?
We might have just caught him in the fattest lie of his life. I always think about what I'm saying.
I always
Creighton just
never
says
not think.
things, and then if
Okay,
they
let's
don't come
see.
out the way that he wants them to, he just follows through with it.
See if
He's
there-
like a live. He's like a live Microsoft document where it's like trying to replace the word he's saying with a new one, but like halfway through. He's just constantly trying to correct himself because he knows he's wrong about everything he says.
Oh shit! All right, here we go.
What?
So
You
my
get your
Twitch
laptop working?
came up.
Nice.
I'm waiting on Discord and the Urban Dictionary word of the day sucks. So I'm gonna change it.
Oh man, it's already a train wreck.
Yeah, well, I haven't put this stuff in the places to let people know that we're live.
Well, I did in
It
the,
was a
the-
train wreck
some of the
before we
places.
even got here. We both showed
Yeah.
up late.
Yeah.
No, it's
I
okay
fucking-
though.
I fucking was playing Overwatch and I hear like I was like, what the fuck? And I turn around and there's Creighton just standing there
And
laughing at me.
Melissa.
Were you there too at the first time
Yeah.
I saw?
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
I
both
didn't even see
here.
you. You
We
must have
were
been
here.
I was
shadowed
like-
by the Colossus that is
Yeah, I
Creighton.
was like right behind him.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
make sure all two people know we're live. Exactly. That should
There you
definitely
go.
get me the books Three Pines is based off of. Maybe if you're good, I'll get them for you for Christmas next year.
Are you
Marissa.
talking to me? Oh,
Why the fuck would I be talking to you?
I don't know. You're always trying to get me to read more, so I figured.
No, I'm
you
not.
know.
When am I ever?
You give me
Out of
books
all the things, you think I would waste my time trying to get you to read a book? You think
I read.
I could get a fucking
I-
turtle
I
to read
like-
before I could get you to read? Fucking read. Oh, you're always trying to get me to. I've never offered to you a book. I've never once was I like, hey, Creighton, you know what you'd really like to read?
Creighton,
You know what you'd get a lot out of reading? No, you would. There's no way. You have worse ADHD than me.
Creighton, you don't like to read?
I do love to read, actually. Like low key.
Comic books.
No, it's not just that. I do like
What was the
'cause you've
last book
seen-
you read?
it. I don't. So here's
What
the
was the
thing. I
last
haven't
book?
sat down and read
What
a book
was
in a while.
Yeah,
but
that's
I,
exactly
but
what
no,
I thought.
the last book that I read recently is probably True Grit.
When
was that?
Probably last year.
I
being
do love to
serious.
read all the time.
But I
read.
mean, like we're 4 months into this year, so like you know,
Okay,
really
all right. Give
time
us a
passed?
month that it happened.
around August.
That,
What?
that's been like
7 months ago.
yeah.
I had to say it in my head really fast, but 7 months ago.
But either way, I read and I can write really well too. You've seen my writing.
You can write words down on paper.
Well, I'm talking about like for stories and stuff.
I mean, yeah, they're in an order and they mean things technically.
He liked them. When we were writing stuff for that screen.
I liked your short story. I will admit, you wrote a good short story. It had potential. We just couldn't get enough people. Like
We couldn't
it
honestly. It was
was
the
to do a
the
thing.
place. We couldn't get a place.
we couldn't get the place nailed down, and then also everyone's schedules were like rocky. And with the few times we could
Yeah. What
like
is
semi get their
this?
schedules good, we couldn't
So
follow through.
I'm seeing the stream.
Is it comprehensible? No. Yeah.
No, it's pretty good.
I mean,
Melissa-
that one was half okay. I've never read anything else that you've written. Literally nothing.
I've written other stuff, and they are pretty good.
Okay.
You just
I
haven't
write,
read
but
them.
I
I
mean,
mean,
your
like,
yeah,
when
no.
are we ever doing stuff that
I-
involves me
If
writing
he doesn't
or reading?
type it, it's incomprehensible.
yeah,
His
that's
handwriting
true.
is fucking. Have you ever seen him write anything down?
Yes.
Yeah, she's
It's
seen it.
terrible.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
It is really
unbelievable.
bad.
I thought I had bad handwriting in school. What are you? Are you serious?
Yes.
We've been live for 15 minutes and you're doing it now?
Yeah.
Just 'cause you were late? Just fucking not do it this time.
I can't not do it,
Well,
Charlie.
dude, we're live and you're fucking over the monitor. You can't even see me.
I can see you.
I mean, you on the camera, you can now. Where is Amanda? She died.
She got killed
She
in
got
that tragic cancellation accident.
she died in that tragic promotion accident. She got a promotion at her job, and then she just died there. She's just there forever. She's
Like,
never gonna
the
talk to us
funniest
again.
part of all that is she got scared that somebody would get mad
She
about
actually
what she was
came in here for one podcast,
But
not
wouldn't
on
come on.
camera and not on mic, just listening with the headphones on, and was like, I'm afraid if I say something, corporate Food Lion will get mad at me if they disagree with me and fire me from my new position. Creighton has had the position she just got promoted to for like a year and a half. He says the most atrocious shit on the
Yeah.
planet, and he's just like, I do a podcast on all his socials. No one gives a fuck. And she was like, I'm afraid I'll get fucking fired if I, like, what if I,
She was
it
so
could ruin my
scared.
career. I was
And
like,
I was
"Man,
like, bro,
I
you're,
love you.
you're taking
you
your
work at
career
Food Lion."
way too seriously.
This isn't like you're not in charge of the East Coast fucking children's hospital.
Well, like the thing is, like, it would be one thing if I was coming on, and we were talking about this the other day at work, 'cause not me and Melissa, but me and somebody else. I think it was George, and I was like, it'd be one thing if I was coming on here and just talking mad shit about Food Lion, but like,
yeah. I mean,
I
you know,
don't-
you have,
but
technically
not
speaking.
really though. Like, not in a like, oh, I've bumped this company. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
you'll
come
say
on
shit
here
that
and I
happens there.
tell cool, interesting stories.
Good edit, self-edit immediately.
Um,
I don't know if cool is.
But the thing is,
Not in Food
like,
Lions,
I'm not, you know, over here going like, I would never shop there. I would.
I
never
could see that
work
board
there.
meeting now.
You know
like,
what I mean?
Mr. Carter, it says here
That
we have you quoted as saying
somebody pooped on the
somebody
floor.
pooped on the floor of the bathroom and you wouldn't clean it up. Now that's not exactly what we're looking for here in management positions at Food
Yeah,
Lion.
your management bill.
We need you to fucking we need you to be able to pick up the poop off the floor and clean it. As a manager, we need that kind of stop it. Why are you doing this to me? Why do you keep recording
See,
me?
the only thing that's bothering me right now is the fact that I can't actually see Creighton, so I'm just
See, there we
imagining.
go.
See,
what
I
he's
just look right there the whole
like.
time. I just
Yeah,
look at his
but I
face on the
don't-
monitor.
I don't want to look up there 'cause then I can see myself, and then I'm like, why do I look like that? So then I just turn me back around.
I understand. Oh man. Creighton, I forgot to tell you that I'm selling the e-bikes. Your mom is selling the e-bikes,
You're
Creighton.
gonna be sad about that, Troy. That's the bikes we rode the last time we were there. They go really.
Oh,
fast.
is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You should offer to buy them.
You really think I didn't know what she was talking about?
Yeah.
Did you think I forgot?
I didn't look at your face 'cause I'm posting this thing.
Charlie, you're gonna be real sad about that. That thing you did once. They're getting
You liked it. You had fun.
Yeah, it was
You're
fun. You
sure
know what else I
cool.
can do in that same neighborhood? Walk. Fucking, it's a pretty neighborhood. I didn't. The
Right.
bikes didn't make or break my trip. I had a great time either way. They have a golf cart. Like we
They
could
got a
drive around
new
in the.
golf cart.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, do they have two now, or do they sell the other one?
Then I sold the other
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah. You haven't been there since they got the electric one, have you?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, maybe.
Oh
Yes,
man.
no, maybe so. Do you
Of
want to know
course it
the
was
Urban
George.
Dictionary word of the day is?
Sure.
Today? Today's Urban Dictionary word of the day is guzzed.
Like Guzzed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, guzzed. Is it sexual?
No.
Really?
It's
Wow.
not. I thought it was gonna be
That's a first.
That is for one. It's a first, and two. It's a what's it called?
a conundrum.
No. It's misleading.
Is it a guzz?
It's misleading because guzzed sounds vaguely sexual.
It's a misdirect.
It's yes, there you go, misdirect.
Yeah, it
guzzed.
is.
Okay, guzzed. Does it mean some kind of inebriation? Are you drunk when you're
Oh,
guzzed?
that's good. I'm gonna give you a point. for that.
Okay, okay. What is it? What is it?
To be very intoxicated from consumption of alcohol. Dude, I was so guzzed at the party
Literally
last
drunk. Yeah, I fucking nailed
Period.
that.
Look at that.
That was
You
good.
knocked that out of the park.
I did look 20 questions. Question number 2. Fucking nailed that shit. I killed that. That was great.
I love how you went from sexual to intoxication.
Well, I mean, look, guzzed. You can only do so many things
Yeah,
with
it
guzzed.
sounds. Yeah.
It's like guzzed is the like Urban Dictionary version. Like normally guzz means like guzzling drinks down, but like obviously there's so many things you could guzzle. So I was like sexual, and
That's
then
like-
now it's not
See-
sexual. Let's go to its normal meaning
whenever
and
he
just see.
whenever he said leafy the other day, and I said Colorado, and you were like, "That's not right." But then we decided that
Like-
that's the new word.
Yeah, it's very
Let's
very
get
leafy.
leafy.
Let's get leafy as fuck later. Girl, the fuck you taking so many pictures for?
Like, I have to put.
Do y'all know
stuff
what
on-
Riz is? Yes, I know what Riz is.
What is Riz?
Do you not know what it is?
Is that when you have like game with the girl or whatever? And I was like, that's really weird. I think
Yeah.
we talked about it.
I
like,
think
a
we
while
may
back.
have. Yes.
Yeah.
What your thing says, but
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to figure out what you said before the.
Do you have it
unless
open
you're
on your phone?
engaged, then
What?
Yeah, but I don't have the whole thing.
What?
All I see is unless
Are
you're
you hooked to
engaged,
the
then never
Wi-Fi?
mind. Yeah, I am, but my phone like keeps shutting off, so then it'll go back to Anyways.
I'm sorry.
But I can't. I don't know what you said before that.
What did she say?
It's stupid because our chat won't be big. Like, let me try one more
Oh, is
time.
it still fucking tiny?
Yeah, it's
Oh
still
my
tiny as
God,
fuck.
I
Look,
didn't
look
even-
over there. Look
Dude,
over yonder.
you know what? It's
You're lucky.
this
That's
is
'cause you have
gonna
your laptop back, so you're good.
This is gonna sound so weird, but I got so used to it being tiny, I wasn't looking for it to be tiny. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, we refreshed it like twice while you were up there getting your laptop fixed, and
Yeah.
like it like
This is-
refreshed and was big for like
oh,
a half
that's
second.
the thing that you were trying to fix.
Yeah.
Dude, you should just get Mike to fix it.
Mike can't fix it. He doesn't know how to fix that.
I mean, you say that he didn't. You.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I probably can fix it for just a minute.
Why don't you just turn it off and turn it back on?
We tried.
There we go.
everything.
And then
Oh shit.
it's a
okay.
little bit,
Well,
little
no,
bit.
That's awful.
There we go.
It's
It's a
still
tiny bit
awful.
bigger.
You
I can
need
only
a
change it so much.
magnifying glass.
Here, you know what? I have a chat there, so I can just do this.
What are you doing? Oh, for Melissa.
Is that better?
Yeah.
You see, Melissa, if you were
There we
still over
go.
here, you'd be able to see it.
You see, Creighton, kiss my ass.
Nice. Okay. Would have been funny if you didn't know. What about Riz? Why
I mean,
would that have
to
been
be
funny?
fair, it was funny when I found out because I was at work and Josh goes like something along the lines to Zach, like, "Oh yeah, he's got the Riz," and I was like, "What does that mean?" Because in my mind, like Riz is really close to jizz, and so I thought that that's where they were going with it, and that's not what it is.
It's only one letter away.
Yeah, it really is. Of
Of
course,
course
it
it is,
was
yeah.
Josh. I mean, look.
Who
to be
else
fair,
would be saying Riz casually at work
look,
at your
look,
job?
If you look at Josh, he definitely has
At
some
that
Riz,
work is what
I
it's trying
guess
to
you
say.
could say. Like I see, like he's very charming. You know, he's got like this attitude about him that he's very confident. Even
You
though
know-
he doesn't know anything about what he's talking about, but he's got this attitude. that
As
he
the
knows.
old man, as the old men that we're becoming, it really does like bother me how we're old. We're old compared to you people now.
I mean, we're
It's-
not.
You
are.
people.
Yeah, you children.
Wow.
You of
wow.
this new age.
That
I am
was sexist.
19.
That is not sexist. What I mean is, like, when we were in high school, we would say words that we thought were just normal lexicon, and now we're like in our mid and late 20s, and all of a sudden there's this fucking Riz. There's all these weird ass words. I'm just like, people are like saying bet and fucking
Drip?
like
Well,
we
drip
need to-
was when we were. in high school.
drip was been that was dripping. That was Zoe 101 came
Yeah,
up with
that was
dripping.
funny.
That was funny as fuck. But it's like it's crazy hearing all these words and like now being like, why do they change the words? We should stick to the words we knew. Like
Yeah.
I now understand all of the generations before us.
I'm not there yet. I'm still say stuff that's pretty hip, like
Great.
I'm still
Be
stay
so
stuff.
for real.
That's pretty hip.
Yeah, I've got my
Be
I've
so
got my
for real.
finger on the pulse
Of what?
of everything.
Of what's happening? That's
Yeah.
usually that's what he used to say. He used to be like, I have my finger on the pulse of what's happening. That was his fucking like trademark hip lingo.
And see, you don't, Charlie. You're not around these young people like I am.
You're right. I'm actually like the youngest person usually of the people I'm hanging out with,
And see what I mean?
except for like I am now finally getting to the age where I've been doing my job for 10 years now, and like so finally people a little younger than me are like showing up, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like
yeah,
I'm like
that
older.
guy
I'm like
that I
I'm like this
know
guy
that
looks
you
up to
know.
me now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Him
that's funny.
specifically.
I saw him the other day at work, and I was like, "Hey, I know what you do." He was like, "Shut up." And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah. Oh man.
That whole thing with his truck that you told. I'm not gonna say what it is, but like that whole thing that you told me about with his truck,
I don't even know
It's
what you're talking about
hilarious.
anymore.
his truck and his girlfriend.
Oh, don't. Yeah. Don't
No, I'm
even-
not gonna say that,
Yeah,
but
right.
I just thought that was funny.
Yeah. I mean, as long as we don't say his name, it is a funny story, and I doubt he'll ever watch this.
No, I don't want to.
Okay. Yeah. You're good. It's a good point. Yeah. it's a
Because
good
like the
point.
thing is, like, it's a good chance that you might watch this at some point.
There's a chance. Yeah. But how would he ever get to this episode and like know?
I don't
like,
know. I mean, like,
but
he's
even
gonna start at the beginning and then watch all the way up. to
No one
season 2
knows
of
he
season
does
1.
that. Like no one who watches this knows. Like no one will ever be able to cross reference this.
I don't know though. What if like his girlfriend sees it and then
She
like,
doesn't know. How would she know?
See, this is just like that TikTok. It's like, how will they know?
Yeah.
But see, she's gonna find out, and then he's gonna get mad at you, and then next thing you know,
So me and
he
Creighton
shows
know
up
this
to your
guy.
work and beats
So
you
me
up.
and Creighton know no, that won't happen. So me and Creighton know this guy, right?
Who knows this guy? Who knows
Stop
this
stop
guy?
stop
Sorry.
it, please. Just let me tell the story. Who comes to the poker games?
Yeah,
And
it's an incredible connection, Melissa, because like,
dude,
no,
shut
no,
up.
I'm sorry, I just need.
You're
to say
gonna
this
make
part.
this. You're gonna make too many connections, and it's gonna be easier
Okay.
for someone to figure out one day.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Anyways.
Mayhem.
It has been since we got here, Charlie.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Sorry, I put some boots on the mind. Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay. Creighton,
Oh, he
stop
hasn't seen
talking.
it yet.
Just stop talking. Just don't
I
talk.
saw it
Just let me
before,
tell the
so-
story and then speak. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say banana. Once I say that word I just said again, you could speak.
Ooh, is
Until
that a
the-
safe
hey,
word?
hey, man.
Is that a
Stop
safe
it.
word?
Okay. Me and Creighton know a guy.
Mhm.
He comes to the poker games. He's a younger guy. He's like in his younger 20s,
Yeah.
and he'll be playing at the game, and then he'll get a text or a call from his girlfriend, and he'll be like, "Boys, I gotta go for a minute," and then he will go outside, and for 30 minutes or more, he will go to the back seat of his truck where he has a blanket and a pillow, and he will FaceTime his girlfriend and pretend that he's at home in bed so that she doesn't know he's out gambling.
It's the funniest shit
Banana.
that he's ever. It's the
Banana.
funniest shit. Because like the thing is, I was that guy at one point.
I need a
Do you remember
Tylenol for
that?
this. Did y'all give Crate chocolate? No, not this time. He would not. He'd be on the floor if we'd given him chocolate.
Do you remember that though, Charlie? Like we would go and do stuff in the days that I was at Learn TV, and I had to pretend to be somewhere else because of who I was dating at that time.
No, I don't
You don't
remember.
remember that?
I don't remember.
Dude,
Which person was this?
The very first person.
The first person?
Yeah.
And we would do now what?
What
would
we would go and do stuff, and I would just have to tell her we were doing other stuff.
No, I have no
she got
recollection.
mad. Did I not tell you guys about that?
I don't know. I don't think.
Oh.
I don't remember this.
Yeah.
It's
Or
been a
she
long
would be
time.
like, no, and I just wouldn't do stuff.
Damn, she had that kind of hold, huh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it was the first person I was, like, in love with. So, like, I really didn't want to fuck it up. But then I was like, this is toxic, so I'm going to fuck it up.
So happy for you and your ugly boyfriend. Who?
She's talking
that
about you and your guy that you know.
Who?
You and the guy that comes to the poker game. She's saying that that's your ugly boyfriend.
How?
I
How
guess-
does that?
I
How does
guess,
she make
like,
that connection?
I guess she's like he's ditching his girlfriend for you.
I love petty memes. Is that a petty meme? Is that what it
Guess
is?
That's what it is. I thought she was just making fun of you.
I just want to know the joke. I just don't get where
Can
the
we
joke
show
part
them
happens.
the foot that I got you?
I put it over there for a reason. I didn't want someone to. I'll
So,
get it.
This is a deep cut for those of you who've been watching for a while. But it used to be an ongoing joke that Charlie had a foot fetish. So today at work, they were throwing away this big sign with a giant foot on it. And so naturally, I brought it home to Charlie, and there it is, right there, in all its glory, just for Charlie. And I put, like, when he got here, I put it on his table so that way it'd be perfectly framed beside him. Honestly, we could give that to Cat and put, like, a little piece of shit on the toe.
Foot, toe me.
See?
OMG, Charlie, if you don't want that, you must send it to me.
See?
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna send. That's a big box I'd have to buy. You can like.
I mean, technically it is a box, though. So, like,
no, that's not the
you
same.
could just ship it.
And it's two things. It's like the foot comes off of the thing.
If it fits, it ships, Charlie.
I mean, you can
I
do
don't
it.
know what to tell
I'll
you.
Venmo you. Jesus Christ. I will take no less than $17,000.
Did we talk about the lint thing yet?
That's the first thing we talked about.
Did
Yeah,
we?
we already
Out
No,
the
have
gate,
it-
I-
has it
I-
passed?
I fucking.
But I had to go get my phone.
Creighton, you
or
are
my
so far
laptop.
behind.
and we didn't really talk about
I
it.
crucified you about it.
Did you? But I wasn't here to defend myself.
Well, I mean,
You don't have to defend yourself. It's okay. Just take the L on this one.
Did you
how
tell them
I
when
love
gave up?
lesbians. Marissa.
Thank
Marissa just be
you.
saying shit out of nowhere.
Yeah. She just be off in her own world.
Not the toe course.
Can we engage the toe course? Is she saying that to you?
I think she's saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely said that to me.
Is it like discourse?
That's a large. You know, like when I look at it on the screen,
It's nice.
I mean, annoyingly, it does like
It's pleasing.
it's
visual.
not pleasing visually.
I know how you feel about it, Charlie.
It's not that it's pleasing visually. It's that it like because it's I guess like black and white, like it's super like dark and light colors. Like it
Yeah.
really pops on the screen.
I thought
See?
it was purple.
Like it probably is. It probably is.
On
But
the
like
camera,
in
it
the
looks
camera,
black and white.
yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I thought it was purple.
Like it looks so much better there than the penguin in terms of like
See?
you really
I-
see that.
See, I told you.
Like I need to be back here. Like I'm annoyed that I'm in the way 'cause it does look good. Like,
Just wait till I bring what I bring home from Food Lion next.
there we
I'm gonna bring the lion.
go. Just the fucking line from the middle of the word on the sign.
Yep.
I'm way too. Hold on, this is not good. I need to be like in the middle, and then okay. I'm just rearranging everything off of this foot.
Dude, we have not just sat here and just talked this entire time.
did
Like
foot talk.
everyone's doing different things.
we're doing
There we
foot
go.
talk. You can be my queen. I can be your dream. We can live inside a garden of ecstasy.
What?
That's what Marissa said.
Oh,
Or
What's that from?
tocacy.
I don't normally swing that way, but you remind me of Joanna from the Hunger Games, and I want to tow you. Jesus Christ, cat.
There's a lot.
Respectfully, I want that sign. All caps, random nonsense.
happening. Oh
Man.
Hmm.
Well, here we are, 30 minutes in, and my heart rate's still elevated.
I'm
I'm
the
having
best
a-
high you'll
I'm
ever
having a
have,
terrible
Charlie.
time. I'm so drippy now.
I think she's talking about her clothes.
Okay, well, thank you for clearing that up, Creighton.
You're welcome.
Okay, I just need to breathe.
It
I've been-
looks
I've been-
really
I've been-
nice, like the words in between your, like the mics in between the words. Like you have barefoot right there, and then
Yeah,
you
it does line up like
Yeah,
perfect,
it's
doesn't
nice.
it? If my hold on,
It's
if
very.
the mic,
It's like you're making a sandwich, but visually.
I'm just like
You see what I'm saying?
I'm just like almost.
Put the foot in your mouth, Charlie.
I must have that sign. I mean, it does look cool. I'm starting to dig it a little bit.
See, I told you. I know
Like
what I'm
I
doing.
kind of wish I did have a real foot fetish now. Like this does make me wish I was more into feet because
It's
like
so funny.
visually it is very like it's pleasing visually on screen. What?
Creighton
It's very
literally-
purple.
Creighton literally looked at me and goes, "Melissa, come here. I need you to do something." And I was like, I got out of my car and I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You're just gonna leave your car running?" And I was like, "I have to come back out here anyways."
She said no. No, she said
I
I'm
said-
charging my vape.
Yeah, I said my vape is dead because it literally died right before he pulled in. And he goes, "Yeah, I need you to carry this inside." And I pick it up. I'm like, "Why do you need me to carry this? 'Cause it's so light." And he goes, "It's a two-hand job." And I was
If Creighton ever says anything that sounds like that to you again, just run away. It's a trap that
Look,
he
look.
thought he got you this time as like a test. Next time it's a
Look,
trap.
I applied the same method that I applied to Melissa. I brought it here. I let you check it out. You were like rejecting it at first, and now that you've had time to soak it in, you kind of like it being on the podcast.
The foot? Are you talking to me?
I'm talking about the foot and Melissa.
wow.
Damn.
It's okay.
Little
guys.
double entendre on the foot. Little foot Melissa double entendre.
It's a
I see
foot-
what you're saying.
It's a footnote, if you would.
So dumb. You're so dumb. So good
I'm
though.
so glad I can't see him.
Yeah, I must say it's there's a pleasingness to the only being able to see him on the screen, because like I don't have to like when I look at him for real, I'll like focus and get mad and like I'm like I could easily just throw something right at, but like
No.
now it's like it's almost like he's in another house. He's in another place. It definitely helps.
You know what the best part about this is? You could bring your legs in, and it'll match up, 'cause you know legs. Feet.
It won't match up
Like
there.
it's just like
So much
all
shorter.
all the lower half of women that you like, I guess.
Legs and feet.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing else.
Real homophobes are scared of gay people.
What?
Marissa, what?
I think you're just saying stuff now. Like, yeah.
I will
that's
Venmo
what it
you
means.
$300 for it and pay for shipping.
Holy shit.
Damn, I
that's a
might
lot.
have to sell this sign, Creighton. I'm just saying.
If you sell it,
Like, I don't need that 300 that bad, but like it's 300.
look, if you sell it, I demand half.
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 I'll give you $20 for bringing it to me.
No, I
Look,
don't-
the second you handed it to me, it was mine.
Do I get a cut since I carried it inside?
I will give you $10 if I sell it.
That'll help with the gas.
I have a new Food Line story, by the way,
Oh my
today
God.
that I experienced.
Was Melissa there for it?
No,
Okay.
this was.
Do
in
you already
our-
know what it is? Oh,
No,
okay.
she doesn't. I haven't.
She
told
went,
you.
no, I wasn't there. Like, how do you know?
I didn't work today.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't say it was from today.
It is from today.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
We were in our weekly meeting. Our store manager is, very by the book, by the numbers, and he goes into the story about this lady wanting chitlins. So really, it's my Food Line story about somebody else's Food Line story. And she was upset that we were limiting chitlins at the time to $1, or not to $1, to one per customer.
What are chitlins for people who don't know? I totally know, but for people who don't.
Chitlins are like the intestines of a pig that people normally cook around like Christmas and stuff, but it has like shit in it. Like you have to like clean out the shit. And
Like
you
poop?
have to, yeah, it's the literal intestines. So you have to clean out the shit and everything, and it smells horrible. I don't eat them. Anyways, so she was pissed because they were eliminating it to one because at the time it was Christmas.
I need more shit organs.
And she was like,
Let me keep buying my shit organs.
she said, I came all the way down here from Pineville, which to put in perspective from where we're at is like maybe 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
And
it's
she
not
goes-
that
And
crazy.
she goes, I came all the way down here from Pineville, and you're telling me that I can only get one chitlins? And he goes,
Why can they only get one? Why are
at
they
the
limited?
time they were limited.
When
'cause it
was this?
Chris-
You
it was
said
around
yesterday.
Christmas.
Oh, you said yesterday. You
No,
said the
no,
story was
the
from yesterday.
story itself was from Christmas, but he told the story today. Like,
Oh,
keep
okay.
Up, keep up. Okay.
Dude. Don't you ever tell me to keep up
Oh,
again.
you ruined the best part. Okay. So, like, and she goes, you're telling me I came all the way down here, and you can only sell me one of these? And he goes, yes. And it wasn't like that he said yes. It was the way he said yes. He goes, yes. like he whispered
That
it.
sounds exactly like how he would say it.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like
Just ruined her whole fucking day with one word. And was like happy, like was fucking like he wasn't happy about it, but like it was really fucking funny. Everybody in the meeting busted out laughing because of what he said. And you know who I'm talking about, Melissa.
I know who
you
you're
know
talking
how
about.
he
That's
says
why
things.
Who
I
is
said
it?
it sounds like
It's
it's
our
Is it Joe
person.
Biden?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that you also know who I'm
Yes.
talking about. Creighton, someone at Creighton's Food Line looks and acts like Joe Biden.
Yeah. We
So-
should just call him the Joe Biden of food. Well, we do.
We
call him
do.
Joe
That's
Biden.
exactly
But
how
I
you
mean,
refer
like
to him.
in your mind, in this story, dear audience, imagine Joe Biden. Don't imagine anything else.
Creighton,
It's
I have a
just Joe
question.
Biden. What's up?
What are the consequences of the PB&J experiment?
Okay, dude. All right, that's also another not a Food Line story, but a story. I was on the way here, and I was talking to my girlfriend, April, and we were talking about stuff, and all of a sudden this memory hit me because she said something about making peanut butter and jelly for the kids, and I was like, "Do you remember when we were in like elementary school and they had us write down the steps to make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then we had to make that peanut butter and jelly sandwich following the steps that we wrote down?"
I do remember that.
Dude, my teacher was fucking mean.
Yeah,
like, 'cause
mine
I
was too.
forgot-
Actually, you know what?
I
You usually say dumb shit, but like this is the most like negative nostalgia
Dude,
thing
yeah.
you've.
This
I like.
is
and I remember this.
This is why I brought up the
hardcore. Wait.
consequences of it, because if you didn't write down the steps right, your ass was not getting a sandwich.
Yeah.
I didn't write down.
Hold
that
on,
I
hold
opened the
on,
bag.
hold on. I have a very important question. Do
Okay.
you know what we're talking about, Melissa?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've heard of it, but
this,
I've never
this
like
is,
actually.
you know what?
participated
You know
in
what?
it.
This. Yeah, that's exactly right. Because
Yeah.
this was such a negative experience for children that they had
A
to
lot
take it out of the
people blocked
curriculum.
It out. A lot of people blocked it out.
What
too.
happened was, you had to write literally like word
Step
for
by
word,
step.
step by step, how to make a PB&J.
Mhm.
And if you didn't write it down to the teacher's liking in terms of like actually the order of what needs to happen, like for instance, if you wrote down put peanut butter on bread, then put jelly on bread, put them together, she's going to go, Okay, how are you going to put the peanut butter on the bread? What are you
How-
going to use?
How are you going to get the bread?
How are you going to get the bread?
had
Like
to,
you have
like,
to like
write
literally
down.
be like, go to the cabinet, grab the loaf of bread out of the
Open
cabinet,
the
open the loaf of
package.
bread, grab the bread with your hands, put the bread on the plate,
Yeah.
grab a butter knife and the jar of peanut butter.
Open the jar. of
Open
peanut
the jar of peanut butter.
the
Otherwise, you have
jar
to cut through the fucking lid. Put the knife into the peanut butter. Lift peanut butter out of jar with like they wanted a fucking book on how to write build your peanut butter and jelly
it was
sandwich.
Absolutely
it was a
not.
lesson about consequences because if you didn't write down exactly how to get it, you didn't
get to
eat-
make a PB and J and eat it.
or you made up to like whatever you got it to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you just get to eat the fucking ingredients one at a time.
And then
Get
people
or
bread
just
out
suck
of
them out
bag.
of suck the jelly out of the fucking
And
container.
then,
Get
and then
bread
people
out
are
of bag.
like, "Why
That's all
don't you
you
know
got."
geography? This is what we were doing in school. We weren't learning geography. We were learning how to make a fucking sandwich."
This was a horrible assignment. I missed untying the bread tie. I didn't get sandwich.
Yeah.
Seems like too much writing. Dr. Tookus, I'm going to laugh so hard at his orange ass getting arrested, but I'd bang for a milli. What?
He's talking about Donald Trump getting arrested. Apparently, he's getting arrested tomorrow.
Nice, I guess. I don't care. Trump is getting arrested tomorrow. Kinda hype, kinda gonna cry. So real of you, Kat. Marissa. okay, hold on. Never mind. But yeah, you know what? Fucking yes. The consequences of that shit were far too much for our 5 and 6 year old selves
No,
to
I was
deal
8
with.
when I did mine.
You were 8?
Yeah.
They did our shit in first grade.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
even
my
more
first time in
challenging.
first. I remember it being my first time in first grade because I got held back in first grade.
Did you see how fast Melissa turned around? She was like, "Oh, your first time."
Yeah, my first. I did first grade twice.
I'm just imagining that meme with James
So, I
Franco,
think
like
my
at the
sister
news,
did
going
too.
like, "First time," but that
My
was you in
parents got
first
divorced
grade.
that year, and they're like, I missed a lot of days, so they were like, we're just gonna hold you back one time. I was also retarded. I was really dumb. I was a very dumb first grader. It didn't help that I missed a lot of days, but it also didn't help that I was stupid as fuck.
I whenever we get off, I have to tell you something like relating to what you just said about
You
like
can't
your
say it
parents.
now.
Can't
No,
say
no,
it.
no.
Okay.
Why? What'll happen, Melissa?
Because I get
Might get in trouble. Tow me, Daddy Donald. Jesus Christ. Another meme for you. My ass fat. My aura threatening.
Who said that?
Marissa said that. I don't know what meme it is, but it sounds pretty funny.
She's just doing stuff that we
Nova
do.
2? Yeah.
She's just doing stuff like what we do for Woody and Wilcox. We'll just say shit, and nobody knows what we're talking about.
I wanna talk about the Gwyneth Paltrow lawsuit outcome, but I also want to talk about how you spell Gwyneth Paltrow. Creighton spelled
I was on the
Gwyneth.
fly when I did that, and I was using
Creighton,
Siri text.
Creighton
speech.
spelled Gwyneth Guewenth. Gwyneth. Gwyneth, I think, is the proper spelling of what you typed. Anyway, what are you talking about? I don't know anything
Okay,
about a lawsuit
So,
or the outcome.
Gwyneth Paltrow went skiing like a couple months ago
Okay.
and
Wow.
collided with another man.
Another. So Gwyneth's a man now. Okay, understood.
no,
In
no.
Creighton's headcanon, Gwyneth Paltrow's a man.
No, she collided with him. Like they
okay.
hit each other.
They hit. She hit
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah,
She
no,
hit a
he
man.
hit her.
Okay,
apparently.
they collided.
They collided. Anyways, they were like the guy started to sue her, blaming her for the accident and saying that he's unable to taste wine now because of the accident.
Hold on. This guy got.
It gets
Like-
better. It gets better, by the way.
Say it then.
Okay, I thought you had more questions.
I'm
first.
chewing.
Okay, so this guy's suing because he like for other damages too, but the most notable was loss of taste of wine.
How does he lose his taste of wine?
Look.
How did you lose taste
He-
from an impact?
apparently he hit his head and he's blaming her for his loss of taste of wine. So anyways, the
I mean-
lawsuit the trial came back the other day, like they made their verdict. The judge made his verdict whatever what's it called? The jury made their verdict. And she they said that the guy was completely at fault and that Gwyneth Paltrow was not. And then they said the guy had to pay her. Guess how much he had to pay her for like the damages and like everything.
He had to
like,
pay her
Yeah.
$20.
Let's get the countersuit.
$20.
$1.
Nice.
So all this time and money, and you end up owing Gwyneth Paltrow $1.
Which $1 is.
So in my
Worthless.
mind, at some point, she's gonna get a check in the mail for $1.
I think I'd give it to her in pennies. It wouldn't be a check. I'd go grab a roll of 2 rolls of pennies because they're 50 cents a roll. I'd grab 2 rolls of pennies.
But the point
And
is,
I'd be
won.
really annoying. I'd put them in an envelope, and I'd put a stamp on it, and I'd spend more money sending it to her than what it was.
I love how
Because it's
Marissa's
gonna cost
like-
you like $3 in fucking stamps to send $1 worth of pennies. That's so much weight in an envelope.
I love how Marissa's like, oh, I know this.
I know this. What you know
the
about
Gwyneth
this?
Paltrow thing.
You know about the Gwyneth Paltrow thing specifically?
Yeah, I guess that's what she's saying.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You actually know that. That's incredible.
Whoa.
I
little
wouldn't
bee
think that's
upon
on your
you.
radar. Your weird little specific, Daredevil only radar.
Well, I guess 'cause it's like slightly MCU adjacent because Gwyneth Paltrow was also Pepper Potts in the
Is,
Iron Man.
not was, still is.
Oh
she's
yeah, I
there.
forgot. Like she didn't die in Endgame.
What's the unspecified virus of unknown origins? Quotation, I'm an inventor.
Oh my god. So we were talking about YouTubers we liked the other day.
Sure. No, I don't.
Well, no, we were you're talking about what's his face that just made the Age of Extinction video.
Fuck. Why would you put me onto him.
I can see him in my mind.
Yeah.
It's like something Pointless Hub.
Pointless Hub, yes.
Yes.
He's great.
So-
His editing is incredible.
Dude, when I started the video, because he's referenced that before the "I'm an inventor" line from Age of
yeah.
He starts the video. It's like, "I'm an inventor," and it's him sitting on a porch and goes, "I'm an inventor."
Mark Wahlberg is supposed to be a Texan, but he's just from Boston. Like,
are we gonna talk
they don't
about Age of
change-
Extinction again? Are we getting into
no,
this?
I
Are
don't.
Really, dude?
I don't want to again. No, you know what? Never mind. Let's get off
Because
of
we
it.
already
I
done it.
forgot that this
She's
is the
been
whole
here.
second
She's
half
been
of our
here
last
for
podcast.
3 podcasts, and
This
that's
is the 4th one.
That's been. If we talk about this time, there'll be 2. That'll be half of the podcast she's been in. that we
Okay,
talked about Age
let's get off of it
Extinction.
now. Hurry, say.
Okay.
Talk about anything.
Can
Say
we,
anything.
Can we talk about your crazy dream with a rollout awning in Charleston and Charlie?
Whoa, hold on. What? What's happened? What?
It says my crazy
Oh, yeah.
dream with a rollout awning in Charleston
So-
and Charlie.
So,
What?
so I had a dream that me and you were living together in
Of
Charleston.
course, that's normal.
But it also was like Age of Extinction. We were in a
no,
junkyard.
don't
No,
say
no,
that.
no. I'm tying it all together. Okay.
Okay, you know what? Allowed.
we
We'll
were
allow
in a
it.
junkyard. Well,
But
no,
watch yourself, McCoy.
No, I'm sorry. That's
Deep cut.
another horrible Transformers movie. It's the Last Night.
Dude, just say what your
Anyways.
dream is.
We were in a junkyard living together under this awning.
A
And also-
junkyard.
Yeah, but we were also in Charleston.
Okay, let me get this straight. The setting is we're living in Charleston, but in a junkyard under an awning.
Yeah.
When you say an awning, what is an awning to
Like
you?
an awning from a camper.
Okay, it is an awning. We're not misconstruing what an awning
No,
is.
no.
Just making sure we're all on the
but we
same
were
page
using
here.
it like a
We'll make
giant-
sure that I'm visualizing this absurd
But
shit
we were using
properly.
it like a giant tent. If
Okay,
you will.
okay.
And it was
It was a
striped.
large awning.
It
what you're
was
saying.
striped like orange and yellow.
Okay,
It
but and it was
really
huge.
It was
apparently.
really ornate.
You
yeah.
say giant. I want to remind you. You said giant.
Like
so like
when
how
I
giant
say
are we
giant,
talking?
I mean like we were the way we were using it made it giant. If you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't. I need you to explain it. You
What
must
was
have
that
watched
logic?
Outer Banks.
Outer Banks is in North Carolina. Okay, this was in Charleston. I'm right on that, right? Outer Banks.
I touch myself when I think of you. More specifically, I rub my temples because I get a headache because you're awful. Marissa, yes.
This one's
Very
Charleston.
good.
I can't express to you. Wait, what did Alexander Hamilton say? There's not enough words in the English dictionary to express how much I want to hit you with a chair.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, to Aaron Burr.
Yeah. Now say what. Say your
Anyways,
dream.
in the dream, like we were also doing podcasts under this awning, but like we were also
Of course we were.
homeless, but you still had a PC. And Melissa would come in every now and then and bring us food and water.
Oh, so I was there too.
Yeah.
Was she doing the podcast with us?
No.
She was just our weird little junkyard maid.
Yeah,
Like what?
Yeah. She was like Grimlock in Night in Fallen Night or no, right? Was it
Whatever the fucking Merlin one is.
the last
Yeah.
night?
I like how at least he keeps us all like in canon as like a little trio still.
I don't know where April was. I imagine.
Was Mike there?
No.
Was your mom
Wait,
and Mike there?
might have been there.
Was
My mom
your
and
Mike
weren't
there?
No.
No.
You know what's funny? I was calling your mic the other day though, and I accidentally called my mic, and I started talking to him about hand sanitizers and selling them, and he was like, "What?"
And you were like, "Oh shit, wrong mic."
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, it's okay." And then,
Oh
okay.
man.
He never asked any questions, by the way. So like, if I ever like,
Oh my god. I'm gonna have a heart palpitation.
we were also.
I had a
picking up-
dream recently too that was crazy, but I didn't write it down. I
You
just
should have
remember
wrote it
having a
down.
crazy one.
Like the
Can write it
but
down.
like I'm just giving the cliff notes. This was actually like we were doing shit. Like it was expanded upon. I just don't remember the exacts of the dream. I thought I would from that, but I'm realizing the next time I have one of these dreams, I'll put it out.
I had a dream, and I'm telling you the sentence I wrote down in my personal note Discord. It said, "Dream about bringing Jimmy Fallon soup while he was sick in a hotel room and us becoming friends." That
Or
happened.
were you like a room, like a?
I was like, so
housekeeper
okay. So
or
here's what
a
happened. In
bellboy?
the canon of this dream, Jimmy
Yeah.
Fallon was staying at a hotel and got COVID, and I had COVID but lived at the hotel. So the hotel people had me take him soup because he was sick. Because he was. Hold on, I need to tell my sister. She's calling me, but we're live, so I'm just gonna text her live.
To give you some background, Melissa, he's always had this dream of like being like a sweep or like being somebody that sweeps on the backstage of the Jimmy Fallon show, and then like just somehow working out some material with Jimmy, and then like somehow making it big as a comedian. Which, like, to be fair, isn't like the craziest like goal in the world, but like since high school, since I've met Charlie, he's had this goal of like somehow being like a stagehand on Jimmy Fallon's show. Why Jimmy Fallon? I don't know. He's like the worst one to go to. Probably he should go to like somebody.
How dare
more
you? I'm a
reputable.
fan. I was a
No,
fan of
we
Jimmy
love
Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I don't know if I love him anymore. I-
See,
I used to really love Jimmy Fallon.
he
Jimmy
was
Fallon was my fucking.
addicted.
I wasn't addicted.
He was addicted.
He
Every
was-
time I saw him, he'd be like, "Hey, look at this new Jimmy Fallon thing." It was like the Woody and Wilcox show for us for a little bit, but like his version of it.
Yes, I would say that's probably technically the most accurate thing. Yeah.
No, my ass is going numb.
Again, we need to invest in better chairs. We should start a Patreon just for us to have chairs.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. Back to my
Help our asses.
back. Okay, I was a fan of Jimmy Fallon when he was on Saturday Night Live. Me and my brother watched all his fucking best of Jimmy Fallon CDs when we were kids. I love Jimmy Fallon, the stand-up comedian / Saturday Night Live character person who sang comedy songs like Adam Sandler used to. I like that Jimmy Fallon. Then I did also like Late Night with Jimmy Fallon, not The Tonight Show. Jimmy Fallon, once he got to The Tonight Show, fucking hard sold. He sold out just like Jay Leno did, just like the last 3 Tonight Show people did, and it sucks. He has to listen to the fucking corporate bullshit of The Tonight Show, and he's lame now, and I hate it. And Jimmy Fallon, if you're listening for the reason that you're not, you're definitely not. But if somehow this message could ever get to you, just know I love the you that you want to be. I
That
don't.
he wanted. What if he doesn't want that him anymore?
He
People-
does.
they-
He
people
does. He
grow and
hates.
change.
No, he hates the Tonight Show. He hates doing it. You can tell.
Oh, you just know.
You
him?
can watch him
You
and
can
just
look
you
in his
just
eyes?
see.
You personally
See what
know
I
He's
mean?
Jimmy
being so
Fallon?
fake, man. He's the fakest he could ever be.
See, he's in love with Jimmy Fallon. He
I
looks
miss-
into his eyes and knows.
He wants to save him.
I miss.
From
Yes,
himself.
I want to save
Dude,
Jimmy
that would be
Fallon from
so
the self he
creepy.
is. But
if you
no.
met him in person, you're like, "Hey, Jimmy, I know what you're
No,
feeling.
no,
Let me
to-
save you from
If I'm being
yourself."
honest, look, if I was in Jimmy
Just
Fallon's
let me touch
position,
your
I'm
feet.
selling out too. The man makes like fucking 20 million every 3 years or something. I would sell myself out and do a dumb shitty
Wait,
talk show
what-
for
what
20
did
million a
Meli-
year.
what did Melissa say?
What? I didn't say anything.
He wants to fuck. Okay, it was blocked out for my. Not
Oh,
Melissa,
Marissa.
sorry.
Don't you
Oh.
have a chat?
No, I do, but it was blocked out for me. It just said he did it, and I was like, "What is that?
You can't go up and scroll down?
What are you talking?" No, I mean
On the
it's
chat?
literally bleeped out. Like it's like
Oh, you don't have it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
so that's why. I was
You
like,
have it censored?
That's hilarious.
I don't know how to uncensor it. And Charlie tried to one time, but he couldn't figure it out, so he gave up.
It's not that I couldn't figure it out. It's that it was too many steps.
See, he couldn't figure it out.
I did it on my computer. I know how to do it. It's just
Well,
when
then come do it
I'd
online
hate
then.
your laptop 'cause it doesn't have a mouse.
He
Dude,
just
it had a
doesn't wanna
mouse.
do it
I
on your
gave you my
computer.
mouse, remember?
that
And you
don't-
gave me your mouse that was broke.
Anyway, what'd you say?
I said he just doesn't want to do it.
Exactly.
On your
See what I mean?
Anyway, wait.
can't
Okay,
do
hold
it.
on. I forgot this all started with a dream. So I had a dream that I was giving Jimmy Fallon soup 'cause we both had COVID. And
Just
because we
soup?
both
Were you giving more than soup?
it was just soup. I mean, I
Oh,
don't know what the
okay.
soup was. They just handed me soup and I took it
It
to
was
him.
probably alphabet soup.
Okay, sure. It was alphabet soup so that Creighton can have his dumb joke that no one cares about. Anyway,
See,
we did a
Melissa
quiz
went
one
to-
time that told us what soup we were, and I was I the alphabet soup?
Yeah.
I was alphabet soup, and Creighton was
Gazpacho.
gazpacho soup.
And he got
And
so mad.
I
that he
got
was
mad
alphabet
because
soup.
the soup the way that it identified what kind of soup you are had no bearing on the questions that it was asking you.
So he said
It was just random answers. Because
So
I
he
answered the
said.
same as Creighton, and I got a different answer, and that was
No,
stupid.
he's just mad that he got alphabet soup.
I'm not mad that I got alphabet soup. I'm mad that the questions didn't mean anything.
Spoken like somebody
I
got
want it
this
to be,
mad about
I
alphabet
care
soup.
about alphabet soup piece of shit. I care about it, alphabet soup piece of shit. How dare you, Copenhagen? Hello, senorita Gazpacho. Anyway. Now back to the dream, 'cause fuck you, Creighton.
Gazpacho?
In the dream, Jimmy Fallon was very upset that he had COVID because he couldn't hang out with anyone. He was like, "Hey, man, we want to like stay in here 'cause like I want to like talk to someone, but I can't 'cause I got COVID and you got COVID." And I was like, "Yeah, Jimmy Fallon, I'll hang out with you." And I was basically just fangirling to Jimmy Fallon in my dream about like I was like, "Dude, I fucking miss when you were Saturday Night Live. I fucking hate Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon." Like I was basically just telling him he's lame now, but that I love him anyway. And he was like, "Man, I fucking hate the Tonight Show. I
See?
fucking hate the corporate dumb shit that I have to do and that I have to fucking act like I like Joel Osteen." I was like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, Jimmy." And then he was like, "Call me
Did
James."
it
I was like,
in-
"No, I'm gonna call
Did
you."
he
Jimmy
let you
Fallon."
touch his feet?
What?
Did he let you touch his feet?
Why must you make everything uncomfortable? Why must you pretend that I like things just so that I can't tell my story anymore? Everything has to be what makes Charlie uncomfortable.
Wet dream 100%.
Yeah, totally, definitely a wet dream.
The soup
Does
was the
this
wettest
end with
part
you
of that
hooking
dream.
up with him, Mama Bear?
See?
Oh, the links
See what
that
I
they'll
mean?
push you. The way
soup
Antonio
wasn't the only
Banderas
thing that's
says
wet.
things. Oh, itches my brain.
Did you hear me, Charlie?
No.
They said the
I
soup
block you
wasn't-
out.
the soup
I
wasn't
actually
the
muted
only
your mic.
thing
You're the only one that can hear
that
your
was
mic.
wet,
Can you hear me?
if you
I
know
can't
what I'm
tell. Can
saying.
you yell?
It was moist. Moist soup.
Anyway,
Moist alphabet.
I can't
soup.
remember the rest of the dream 'cause it has been a while since I wrote it down. I should have written all of it, but I was tired when
Did
I woke
you know
up.
you can't read in your dreams? So you wouldn't be able
That's
to
not
read
true.
your alphabet soup.
That's not true. I've texted in my dreams.
There are no clocks in your dreams.
That's also not true.
That is true.
No, it's not.
You've
I
seen
have a
clocks?
recurring dream. Yes, I have recurring dreams
About
where
clocks?
let me explain.
Okay.
Obviously, it's about clocks. If I'm saying it,
I just checked.
I have recurring dreams where I wake up and look at my phone and see the time, and then I wake up and I look at my phone and see the time, and I get trapped in that loop because
But do
I'm
you
worried about waking
actually
up on
see
time.
it though? Like, or
Yeah,
you
I see the
imagining
time, and the
seeing
time
it,
is
you know what I
wrong.
mean?
The time. What happens is I keep waking up in the dreams, like I repeat wake up, and it's like I'm late for
What
like
if you're
work the next day
actually
or something.
dreaming that you're stuck in a loop where you only keep hearing the time by the Black Eyed Peas? Have you thought about that?
Anyways, I used to have like this really bad reoccurring dream, and it would scare me so fucking bad.
What was
A scary reoccurring dream?
Ooh, that
Yeah.
sounds
See,
terrible.
mine
was
are all
like-
like
it was-
philosophically dreadful, but they're not scary.
It was scary to me 'cause like I was a kid. I haven't had this dream in a really long time, but
What
it was
was it?
like there were like little circles. There were like circles of smoke, and they like
Okay.
would fade in. They would fade out, and then they would just like fade back in slowly, and like it was just everywhere. Like it was just a bunch of little smoke rings fading out and fading in, and it was like that all
That
night.
is scary.
Yeah,
that
it was
reminds me of that
fucking
movie
terrifying.
Arrival, the way the aliens talk to you. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good
I
movie.
love that movie.
They speak to you through these like they shoot this like they look like squids and they shoot this ink at you and it's their language and the movie's about decrypting their language. It's a really good movie. It's a great movie. But that's like how that in my head that's how I see it is them. That's
You
scary.
know-
I
Yeah,
don't like that.
absolutely terrifying.
You know what that dream reminds me of? Do you remember that one? It wasn't really like it was a dream, but then she woke up and it like, oh, I'll just tell it. So, do you remember when Kayla was on and she told us about the thing that happened with the attic?
It sounds familiar, but I don't exactly
Okay, so
remember.
I'm gonna retell it for her.
Okay.
Kayla, if you're listening, if I'm butchering it, I'm sorry. She fell asleep. She was probably about 9 years old, and they had an attic in her bedroom. And you know that part where you're like waking up, but you're not like fully awake yet, like you can't move and stuff. So she had done that, and she was looking
like
at
sleep
the attic.
paralysis?
Yes, but she was
Okay.
looking at the attic door, and that bitch opened by itself, and the ladder came down, and this thing started crawling down it, but it was all shadow, and like it was crawling down head first, and then it like turned and looked at her, and realized that she was looking at it, and went running back up, and like she rolled over.
I
and went
hate
back to
that.
sleep. And no, this is the most terrifying part. She woke up the next day, and the attic ladder was still down. Do you remember that?
I don't, and that's the scariest shit I've ever heard. I hate
And
that.
she went and asked like her dad and her mom if anybody had touched it, and nobody had even
Man.
been in there.
Nah. I would have remembered that shit. Grim tease.
She told it on the podcast. We did a Creighton Station episode about it.
Oh.
The one that you didn't
That's-
listen to.
Yeah,
you
well,
were
I've
like,
never listened to a single Creighton station. I mean, I love you and all, but I can't sit through it. Creighton Station's a podcast that I upload on the channel, but it's literally
haven't
just
done one
Creighton
in a
doing interviews
while.
for people.
We haven't
He
done it in a
interviewed
while,
friends and
yeah.
people and stuff.
The problem, the reason I kind of stopped is because COVID happened and nobody would really sit down and do an interview after that. And then, I might restart it. I might not. I don't know. I'm kind of
Very decisive.
I'm just the candle in the wind right now,
Okay.
Do you have any recurring dreams, Creighton?
No, but I remember that since we're talking about scary dreams, I have this other dream from when I was really little that I really remember very vividly.
I've only had a couple scary dreams.
And it reminds me so much of the Bloomhouse intro, like whenever you're or Blumhouse intro.
Yeah.
Whenever you're watching that shit. But no,
Blumhouse
so
Studios.
I was dreaming that I was in the backyard at the house that's over here.
Yeah, the
that my
Pizza Hut house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good way to describe that.
Okay.
Wait, no, are you talking about the one that's physically behind Pizza
Behind
Hut,
Pizza
or the
Hut,
one
yeah.
that looks kind of like Pizza
No,
Hut?
the one behind Pizza Hut.
I'm talking about the one that's in this neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the one
Well,
that
you
had the
pointed that way, and
not-
that way's
no,
the
no.
Pizza Hut house.
Right,
You got
right.
to point that
No,
way.
no, no, not the one with the pool. This is the very first time we lived over here. The house that's literally you go around the corner and you're right there.
Oh, okay, I understand now. Damn.
So we were at
So many houses are within a mile of us that you
Yes.
lived in.
yes. Well, my-
Creighton's lived in not one but two houses in this neighborhood and one house in the next neighborhood over behind Pizza Hut
and my
at the college.
and my dad moves around a lot. He's a
Anyway.
traveling circus man.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways,
Remember you tell me about that?
so I had this dream. I remember it vividly. I was probably 5 or 6 years old, and in the dream, I was in the backyard of this house, and the way that the yard is, it slopes down onto this back porch, and so I'm standing on the back porch and I'm looking out into the yard, and in the yard there's this set of really old bunk beds, and out of the bunk beds crawls this little girl. And she's got it almost looked like the girl from The Ring. She crawled out from underneath the bed and started walking towards me, and it scared the shit out of me, and I woke up.
Yeah.
And that shit was probably the most horrifying thing my 6-year-old self had
I
ever
hate
seen.
when dreams are so scary that they wake you up. Those are
Dude,
the scariest
it was
dreams
one of
in the
those
world.
Dreams
It's like
that,
me and the gorilla dream.
I woke up screaming, but I couldn't scream. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You ever wake up cold and sweating because of a dream?
Yeah.
That's how I woke up. That's how I woke up with
moist all
the
the
King
time.
Kong dream.
Oh, dude, that dream's so fucking fun. Can we tell that on the podcast?
I guess.
Do it. It's one of my favorite dreams.
Me and Creighton have
Melissa's-
discussed dreams a lot. We've tried to break them down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
This is my favorite dream that he's ever
have you ever
had.
seen the movie King Kong with Jack Black, the one from the early 2000s? Okay, first of all, great movie. Long movie. Great. It's 4 hours long almost, but it's a great movie. Anyway, in the movie, obviously there's King Kong. King Kong's a 25-foot tall gorilla. Oh, I know, but in this version, there's different sizes of King Kong, throughout the movies. In the new, Kong versus Godzilla or whatever, he's
He's
he's 150 foot tall. In this one, he's 25 foot tall. So he's big, but he's not he's not a skyscraper. He couldn't fight the Godzilla, but he could fuck up elephants. He's a big fucking gorilla. Anyway, in this dream, you know how in South Carolina, there's the pine forests all over the place that are planted in rows so that
Yeah.
they can be chopped down easily. In this dream, I'm lost in one of those forests, and it's absurd. It's in
And
every
it's
direction,
snowing.
and it's snow. Can you let me tell it?
Sorry.
I was about to say it's snowing. And in every direction, it's just lightly snowing, and there's already a few inches of snow on the ground, and it's endless pine forest in every direction. And I'm walking through the pine forest, and I pick a direction and I just start going in that direction. And the further I get, the closer the trees get, and the closer the rows get, until I get to this one giant lane that's empty, that's 25 foot wide. It's huge. And I wander out into the middle of this lane, and the whole time I'm walking, I hear a slow, like a quiet rumbling, and I'm what the fuck? And it's slow, and it gets slower and slower, and I get to this opening, and I walk out into the middle, and I look one way, and there's nothing there. And I hear the one more time, and I turn around, and 200 or 300 yards away, it's just fucking King Kong. And he's just standing there looking at me. And I can see his giant frost breath slowly breathing out. And I take one step back with my foot, and he puts his first foot forward, and I fucking book it into the left, like the next row of the rows. And like as I'm running, you just hear like it's getting louder and faster. It's getting crazy. It's getting super loud and super fast, and I'm just sprinting now through the fucking snow, and it's getting louder and faster. Dun, 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 dun. And the trees are getting more sporadic and like not uniform, like not in their rows, and like they're getting lower and more like Christmas pine trees, like where the branches are low to the ground. And I just keep running and running, and I find like a cluster of the trees. I run and I fucking like dive through the pine needles, just trying to get into the middle of the tree so he can't find me. And I get down, I fucking like am pulling branches out of the way, like hunkering down toward the base of the tree, and I turn around and I look up, and through all the branches I see like the shadow of this fucking giant gorilla getting closer and closer, getting near the trees, starting to manipulate the branches, and he's getting smaller and smaller. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the smaller and smaller he gets, and the closer and closer he gets to me, finally, 2 human hands reach through, move the branches, and it's my little brother. And he goes, Chris? And then I woke up. And I was sweating and cold, and it was the scariest dream I've ever had in my life. It was so scary. And I fucking woke up and called him, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong? And he was like, what? I was like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
But that's my favorite dream, and every so often I'll reference him by looking at him going like, Chris?
Yeah, he does it all. It's like Darren, but like with my name. Please, ominous music plays. Oh, they seem nice. AKA me at Creighton, I think. Camping with Shaquille O'Neal. That's racist. Copenhagen, that's racist. Okay, sorry, I had to breathe. Yeah, that's probably the scariest. I had one other dream that was a little scarier, where I was on a space station with all the xenomorphs, like the alien from Alien. But like 20 of them, and I was hiding. That was pretty scary, because that's just scary. I'm racist? Yeah, you're you said a racist thing. You can. I'm not saying why it's racist, but it's racist, and you know it's racist.
Melissa, what's your thing? Are they really superheroes?
Man, they got my heart rate up retelling that story.
Me and Charlie already talked about that.
You and him already talked about it?
What did we talk about?
The superhero thing.
Oh, yeah, we did discuss it
Damn.
before the podcast, because we didn't want to talk about it with you.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the reason we said it.
Because we already
Wow.
talked about it the other day, even though I
Oh,
asked
me
you
and
not to. Yes, we talked about it Friday.
Excuse me.
Not talking about it on the podcast?
Marissa doesn't
We're not
think
gonna
that
talk about
superheroes
Oh,
are
sorry.
superheroes without their suits on. That's the
not
end of
all
the
of
thing.
them.
Yeah, not all of them, but that's.
She thought Spider-Man got his powers from his suit. That's what she told
Yeah.
me. She thought that.
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
You
you've
silly
seen
goose.
Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, but I didn't like.
The whole
She-
thing is that he gets bit by a spider.
Well, I fucking know that, obviously.
I mean, it's
But I
not
didn't-
obvious when you think that his suit gives him his powers.
I didn't know.
What does that mean?
Okay,
What are
can
you
you
saying?
shut up and let me talk for 2 seconds?
Hold on, I'm just
Welcome to the show.
I'm soaking I'm soaking it all in. Hold
Creighton,
on.
Creighton.
Hold on, I need a moment.
Creighton.
Shh. Oopa.
Shut the fuck
Oopa.
Anyways, so I watched the movies, right? But it never registered, because I like dissociate a lot, so it never registered in my brain.
In my mind, I'm just hearing the BoJack intro as she's watching Spider-Man.
One day you'll understand why that reference is great. You'll have to watch BoJack, but that's
I've
great.
been watching BoJack Horseman.
Horseman? Really?
So she
Oh.
she gets the
Isn't it
reference.
awesome?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so glad. So you understand why that's an amazing joke. Creighton never makes them, but that was a good one.
But anyways,
She
so-
just watches Spider-Man.
can you shut up?
Shut the fuck up, Creighton.
So I dissociate a lot. I do it a lot while I'm at work too. Anyways, I do it a lot while I'm at work too. But I watch the movies and I'll just stop paying attention because I'll just go somewhere else. So it never registered in my brain that he climbed the walls without his suit on, or like had like put the things out without his suit on.
In my mind, how you worked out for you are like, oh, he got bit by a spider and grew a suit. And just always has that suit on underneath his clothes. Because, like, the way that you're phrasing it is like, you know, if that's where his powers come from, the
Yeah,
suit
but then
just
we
grew
were also
around him.
talking about how Batman technically isn't a superhero because
Without a suit?
Yeah.
Dude, Batman's so much without a suit.
Not
If
really.
anything, like,
no,
he's
I mean,
like-
he's at the very most, he's a ninja when he doesn't have his suit on.
Yeah, he's a ninja. But what I'm saying, like, a better comparison would be like Iron Man without a suit. Because yes, he's rich and powerful and stuff.
Yeah, but no,
like,
he's
So is
legit
Batman.
nobody.
yeah.
but so is Batman though.
Yeah, but he's actually a ninja.
Yeah. Like, Tony has to, like, have an algorithm for his suit to be able to fight people, right? Like, he analyzes their fighting pattern and does like all like the math to like counter it and everything.
Yeah.
You see that happen in the Winter Soldier or
Civil War. There you go.
But like for Batman, it's like he's trained for years to do that. Like the suit is part of it, like it's part of like the threatening people. But there's also been like stuff where like Batman's just been able to fucking threaten people because like he's a scary dude that can do horrible things to you if you don't like cooperate. Like I'd say it's a good 50% suit, 50% man, or 50% bat, 50% man.
I give it like 80,
Oh, how I
20,
love Robert Pattinson's
80,
Batman.
20.
Yeah,
Surf's Up is an underrated movie. Marissa, that movie's amazing. It's one of my
the
favorite movies
sequel
ever.
isn't good.
Oh
The
my
sequel's
gosh.
garbage.
Have you ever played the game?
No, I've heard that it's pretty bad. It's
I
a
played
bad game.
the
I used to
SpongeBob
play the
movie
game
video
whenever I
game.
was a kid.
You're still a child.
No, I meant like a small child.
So like last week.
Fuck you.
Get him, Melissa. Oh my God.
Surf's Up is a great movie. It has an incredibly good soundtrack and really like annoyingly good voice performances from everyone in the cast.
They made the second one like so much about the WWE.
It's not
really
even. It's not
weird.
made by the same studio
Well,
or
no,
anything.
but
Like none of the
it's- but
characters
it's
are the
like-
same. None of the voice
like,
actors
okay,
reprise their roles.
Okay, take yourself back to whenever you first watched
Who
Surf
played
Up,
Chicken
right?
George?
Like you take yourself back to when you first watched Surf's Up, and then you're like thinking about what a sequel could be, right? In your life, in like the time that you're there in the movie theater, watching the movie, finishing the movie, would you have ever thought that WWE would have picked it up and then made a sequel of
Well,
it?
you'd be surprised how many dumb movies like have terrible sequels like that are animated like that. Like
Yeah.
the Atlantis: The Lost Empire is one of the greatest animated movies ever made, and it has the most garbage sequel. It is unwatchable. I mean, like you get 10
Really?
minutes, it is so bad.
Really?
It has its own it has a sequel to it. It might have 4 or 5. It might be one of those like really terrible mini sequel ones.
Yeah,
fucking-
no, that's a fair point. But like, you just don't expect it to be so centered around the WWE. Was my issue.
Oh my god.
What?
Chicken Joe was John Heder, the guy who plays Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. I love that. That's such a good casting. In my head, I don't know who I thought it was, but I didn't think it was him.
You know what else has like a
He really
great
came and went. He really just came, did like 5 great dumb movies, and then just disappeared.
Yeah.
He's amazing. Anyway, fucking Shia LaBeouf's great as the main penguin. As
Is that Shia LaBeouf?
yeah, the main one, the main guy in Surf's
know
Up is
it's
Shia
Shia
LaBeouf. You
LaBeouf.
didn't know that?
No.
It's so Shia LaBeouf. Like it.
I
He's
mean,
not even
like,
doing it. He's
granted,
just being himself.
It's been
but as a penguin who
It's been
surfs.
forever since I watched Surf's Up, so.
It's a great movie. And then the fucking Jeff Bridges plays
Jeff
Z.
Bridges is in this?
He's Z. He's like the fucking mentor penguin.
Oh.
And then Zoe Deschanel's the little girl penguin that showers with Shia. And they have that funny showering joke, like where they're taking a shower. He's like, "Oh no, we're already showering together. We might as well be a couple." And you're like, "Whoa, dude, this is like a kids movie, I think." What are you saying all this for? It's so funny. Like they have a lot of really good like adult jokes in that movie, but it's like it's filmed like a documentary, and it's filmed well as a documentary.
Oh, like
that's
a
movie.
mockumentary thing?
Yeah, 'cause it's like so like half the movie is filmed literally like The Office style, where the camera's following you around, and then it like cuts out of that every once in a while to be like the movie happening. And man, it's just such an underrated movie. Girl, I haven't watched that movie in a while. It's a great movie. I remember it so well. It's one of my favorite animated movies. It's a very underrated movie.
You know what
The
else?
message is unbelievable. It's one of the best messages in a movie and themes. It's
You
just a
know-
great movie. You guys got me on movies and animated movies, and I
Well,
love
no,
that
no,
movie.
no. You know, like, it's really funny that you bring it up because I, like, there's 2 kids in my life now that I like very much, love very much. And,
A good recovery.
They're pretty cool. And the other day I was watching.
They're pretty cool.
The other
They're
day,
decent, they're average.
The other day I was watching like a show with the youngest one, and some of these cartoons like that 3-year-olds watch, you're like, oh, it's gonna be like colors, shapes, point this out.
Some
like,
of the kids
like
shows
Dora,
are like good
Dora.
now.
Yeah, no, Bluey. I was watching Bluey with her.
I don't know what
and
that is.
It's like I think-
Bluey, bet. And me and Marissa immediately knew what you were about to say. What? Okay.
It's like I don't know how to. I think it's a Netflix original. I don't know. She was watching on YouTube, but No, it's good. It's like actually got like a story and lessons and like
Like Avatar.
Well, no, it's not as serious as Avatar.
Yeah, but Avatar is like a kid show that
but-
actually has like real life lessons. Like every
But no,
episode
this-
has its own little
this
life
is like
lesson.
the thing though.
And there's only one bad episode in the whole series.
Like sometimes it does get as serious as Avatar because of the implications, or because of the implication.
Bluey is baby sensory for everyone, aka I watch it. Bluey
It's
is a Disney
good.
show. My
It's
friend is a
really
baby.
good. I enjoyed watching it. Like I was into it. Like I was watching. She was like, "I want to watch Bluey." I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to watch Bluey too. Let's watch it."
Do you guys watch Cocomelon together?
No, apparently I missed the Cocomelon phase.
Oh,
Yeah, she's already out of that. So thank
that
God.
show
So many-
is so annoying.
There's so many shows I don't even know about anymore. I'm getting
It's
so old.
annoying.
Yeah, there's one with the.
Do I need to have
octopus.
children? Is this what I'm hearing? Do I need to have children so I
she
can watch
loves-
children's shows?
She loves this YouTuber named like Nastia, which is like this guy and his girl, his little girl, and they make like videos where she plays with toys and like does little skits and stuff. Now that part I get bored of. I'm like, yeah.
I can't wait. Like, I have a friend, Nathan, who's a very, like, I've turned him into, like, a cinephile. Like, we both
Yeah.
love watching movies and shows. But he, like, does not watch almost anything that's animated at all. Movie, show,
Really?
nothing. Yeah, like, nothing.
What?
And I'm like, dude,
wait,
Nate.
Nate, the guy that I met?
Braz Nathan, yes.
What?
My friend Nate, yeah, who lives
what?
in, yeah.
Are you serious?
He just doesn't, like, he'll watch a few, like, we
how
watched,
have we talked about Star Wars stuff and not brought up animated stuff?
he doesn't watch Star Wars. He's never seen anything in Star Wars.
What?
He's never
How
seen
has this
any
never
Star Wars
come
movie
up?
or show.
What?
I know. It's blasphemy.
How has this never come up?
Because he's
We
fucking
literally, like, I've
racist.
seen him like 3 times in my life. I
Yeah.
can't believe I didn't know he didn't.
Well, we always go and see Marvel stuff, so we just talk about that.
I guess.
Cinephile? You've never seen The Godfather? Okay,
Mm.
first of all,
I haven't either, so
look, you don't have to see
But I
every
also-
classic
oh,
movie to be consider yourself a cinephile.
You're gonna be upset at me.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
I started watching Rocky, and I didn't finish it.
Like the first one?
Yeah.
When?
Saturday. But to be fair, I had to go to the graveyard with April to go
Okay.
see.
Are
graves
you gonna
with her
try
family.
again?
Yeah. No, I mean I was into what I was seeing. I got to the part where he was ice skating with Adrian, and then we had to leave.
Okay.
I didn't get that far in. I got the gist of it.
No, you didn't.
Like
You got no gist of anything.
I
yet.
like him. I like the guy. I like Carl Weathers in it a lot.
He's
Like,
great.
that-
He's great in all of
The
them. but he's-
fro and everything is fantastic.
the fro is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Like
Nothing
the
about
fro,
the character.
The fro is 80% of his character.
His character really comes to life in the second and third movies. Like
Yeah.
he's pretty good in the first one, but like in the second movie especially, he has some unbelievable moments where he's like talking with his team. Because I'm gonna spoil the first movie for you.
No, don't.
Okay,
I
never
was
mind.
into it.
Okay, well then fucking watch
That's
it, and then we'll
what
talk
I'm
about it.
saying,
I'm
like,
so
you
mad
know.
all of a sudden. Did I go see Creed with you?
No, I
Okay.
wanted to, and you're like, go.
Who'd
Fuck.
I-
You were like, fuck
Oh
off.
yeah, I saw it with Caroline. Okay.
You're like, fuck off, because you haven't seen the other ones.
yeah, that's
I was
right.
like,
that's
well,
right.
this is where I want to get in on the ground floor at Creed 3.
You should definitely go. You should definitely go watch the first. Yeah, don't watch Creed 3 because it has almost absolutely nothing. It's the only one that has like literally zero to do with the rest of the film.
Is it good though?
Yeah,
How long
it's
do you
still
think?
good.
How long until they bring back Rocky? Do you think?
I don't know if they'll bring him back. Like if they didn't, the fact that they didn't bring him back in Creed 3, like they might bring him back again. Like they'd have to really, I don't know.
probably
There has to
busy.
be a lot of stuff behind the scenes that has to happen for that. Because I don't.
He's probably busy doing another Expendables movie.
No, I don't think he's doing really much of anything. He was doing Tulsa King, which I think is what the schedule conflicted. Like, I haven't read any of the fucking clickbaity articles that say Sylvester Stallone will never do fucking Creed 3 or watch it or do anything. Like, I've seen all those articles.
Did he not sell the film rights to Rocky and
I
the
have-
franchise and everything like that?
I have
to,
no idea.
Michael B. Jordan.
I'm not sure. I have not read anything or seen any.
I
headlines.
saw something like that at one point, but I don't think that's the reason why he didn't do this. At least that's what I've.
Well, so the thing
gathered.
is, like, Sylvester
This is the
Stallone.
part of the podcast where we talk about stuff we have no idea about,
Well, I do know.
and we just.
I do
guess.
know some things. So, like, Sylvester Stallone, a lot of people, like, nowadays wouldn't know that he wrote and directed and stars in all the original. Well, you know what? He might not have directed them, but he wrote all of the Rocky movies and starred in them.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't let them make the movies without him as Rocky.
Right.
Like he said, I will do it, but I'm Rocky. Like, I'm writing these for me to be. Like, I know how to play this guy. Like, this guy, I
Can
see
you
him
do
a
a
certain
Rocky
way.
impression?
Not one that I want to say out loud.
Do it,
No.
Melissa. Can
I
you
think
do
he
one?
actually, I think he
No.
won an Oscar for the original Rocky. Let me. Rocky IMDb.
My ass is so numb right now.
I'm sorry. I'll get a different chair
We
soon.
need to get
Thank you.
chairs.
It won 3 Oscars. It won Best Picture, Best Director, and Best Film Editing.
Oh, there we go.
And it was nominated for Best Actor in a Leading Role, Best Actress in a Leading Role, Best Actor in a Supporting Role, and another Best Actor in a Supporting Role. Burt Young. For who would he? I don't remember who that. Anyway, sorry.
Just yell Adrian Marissa, and then and then record it. I can do a kind of good Daniel Brohl impression.
Barefoot, Tenderfoot. There's a joke there, but I just can't put my toe on it.
Is Tenderfoot in the poverty chair?
Yes.
No, but
No.
where is the poverty?
The poverty chair is in the basement.
She doesn't know
I
about
think
the
I
it's-
don't
poverty
know what
chair.
the poverty chair is, but I know that this chair is making my ass hurt really
So
bad.
the
I'm sorry.
poverty chair was
It's
the
okay,
chair that
Charlie.
I originally had, because this is when we started the podcast. We had a Zoom mic, and Charlie had a really nice computer chair.
No, I had a computer chair. It was not really
and
nice.
he pulls out this old dinner table chair, and he's like, "Here, sit on that."
It's a garbage just wooden
And
uncomfortable
hard
chair.
ass chair, and he's like, "Sit on that." And then we did a 4-hour podcast, and I stood up, and I was like, "Oh my god,
This is
this
terrible.
is the worst thing I've ever been through in my life." So from then on, I put a pillow down, and then I found a chair on the side of the road. I found one at Goodwill, and I
That
brought
chair
them.
remembers when women couldn't vote.
And Copenhagen, one of the first
Whoa!
times he ever,
Can you say his name again?
one of the first times.
Yeah.
One of the first
That's what you
times Copenhagen ever interacted with us was him making jokes about that chair.
Yeah, that was when he showed up. It was all jokes about the poverty chair.
And then it became a thing where
I
if
think
you
he said
read
that chair voted for
for Lincoln, or
yeah,
voted
something
for
like
Robert
that.
E. Lee or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something-
Yeah.
Property.
Even though he didn't run for president. Maybe Andrew Johnson. That's who that chair voted for.
Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Johnson was the president after Lincoln, so get your facts straight.
Andrew Johnson.
Andrew Johnson. He did Reconstruction and really fucked it up because, he was a Southern sympathizer.
Wow. Wow. Good job.
Yeah. Check out that pool, Copenhagen. Who doesn't know their geography now?
Geography.
Still not me.
You mean history? Geography is location, Creighton. That's map.
I remember
The
where he
map.
was located at, the White House.
Wow. It was a Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad joke. Oh, man.
Anyways, it became a thing where you could redeem your channel points of a certain limit, and I would sit in it for 15 minutes of the podcast.
Could you go grab it? Fine, I can go grab it.
Oh
He's
God.
not happy about it.
Creighton's gonna try and get me to make small talk with him.
So how about that weather, huh?
No, no.
No, but you know what I really am interested in?
What?
Okay, what other superheroes did you think? Huh? That's not mine. Oh, yeah, nobody's going to care if you hit that. I don't think anybody will anyway. No, so what all superheroes did you think their powers only came from their suits?
Spider-Man and Batman.
That's it?
I know that Iron Man.
It's there in the background.
Powers technically come from his suit.
But his brain is also his power too. He's super smart. So what?
Marissa redeemed Make Creighton sit in the poverty chair.
It's
I
not
forgot
gonna
that was
work.
a thing.
We're
Yeah,
too
well,
high up.
Nope, I'm getting it.
And technically now the poverty chair would be what Melissa's sitting in. 'Cause that shit hurts.
Actually, I feel like I would rather sit in that chair. With this blanket, I feel like I'd rather sit in
You'd
that
be
chair.
so low. And I'm gonna
But
be
it
so
also
low.
has a back on it, and I wouldn't have to hold myself up.
There's dust on it? Oh shit, look, you're fucking it up.
Move your chair over. Move your chair over. Get out of the way. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do that.
Look how far down that is.
Yeah, well, you'll adjust.
Better get used to it.
Marissa, I forgot that existed, and
I
thank you.
just talked about it.
I
I
forgot.
literally just said.
Well, I wasn't
we
paying
used
attention. I
have-
went to
will you
go.
fix
I
my
went to go
camera?
get.
I can't reach it.
That chair pre-ordered the Bible.
That's awesome. That's a good joke. That foot looks so good on the screen. Oh man, this is incredible. I love that. I missed this.
And suddenly, Creighton is orange again.
I just gotta turn the brightness up.
Anyways, fuck you, Creighton. You're tall. That's true. To be fair, your camera barely moved. You are so far away. You look like a little kid.
I'm little.
You look like you're
I'm
in
little
timeout.
Creighton.
Get taken down a peg, literally. Oh man, that's amazing. Look at that Minecraft.
Who would know
fucking-
about pegging is here is Charlie.
That chair remembers when the Dead Sea was just sick. Yes.
I don't. So I'm looking at my notes here, and I don't remember why I put this in here, but I put Oreo, chocolate or not. Definitely not a donut. April.
Then why would you bring it up if you don't remember?
I think.
You're trying to like fucking.
No, is that that's got to be something April said, but I don't remember the context.
You know what we keep forgetting to do?
What?
Show them the video of cleaning your ear out.
Oh, let's do it. Can we show it on screen?
I don't know if we can show it on screen.
That sounds disgusting and it's like something that I
Did
don't
you
wanna
see it?
Wait, Well,
Sure, she here. Yeah, she
Mm,
was
I thought you
here.
were
No,
here
I
for that.
don't think I was here for that. When did that happen?
I cleaned Creighton's. Who was here? There was someone here for
Yes.
that.
Oh, Marcy.
I wasn't here.
Was
it was
it
just
was
Marcy,
Marcy. We just
Wow.
entered
It
de
was
facto female in our
so-
life.
It was so like.
You
deep.
sure you don't want to see it? It's awesome.
Yeah.
If I'll figure out if I can put it on my computer and then we'll show everyone the
It kind of
stream.
looks like a booty
Okay.
hole.
Okay, well, I don't know about that.
It does.
No.
Within the context of it
No,
being an
that doesn't
ear.
make any sense. Not even a little
It's
bit.
got black
I'll-
stuff in it.
I will say, his earwax was black. And I don't mean like,
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
but
like-
we Googled it. It's compacted earwax.
it's called compacted earwax, meaning earwax
Or was
that's
it
been there
impacted?
for
It might have been
Forever.
impacted.
years.
earwax.
Yeah.
He never. When I tell you, it was like literally the amount of earwax could like fill up a cap on a water bottle all the way,
Let's
like
do it
over
again.
the edge.
You should clean my ears out.
Okay.
They need to be
Do you
cleaned out.
not clean your ears
I
at
do.
all?
I clean them every day, but I don't think that I get the
Let's do
like, the
mine
wax
again.
out.
Let's see how much builds
Wow,
up. after a week.
guys. Haha. Whoa, Marcy. how are you here when we talk about you?
I
You
just hit
fucking
my
destroy.
No, she's been here. I looked earlier. She's been here for a while.
Has she?
Yeah.
She just
Hey,
hasn't been
Marcy.
saying anything.
Marcy
Yeah.
never talks when she
Hi,
watches.
Marcy.
Yeah.
She tells me about the podcast, and I'll forget about the podcast, and she'll remind me of stuff. And I'm like, wait, we said that?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, on episode fucking 59 or something. Like, she'll just fucking.
She never tells
She
us
watches
when she
them
watches.
recent. Like, she watches the recent ones so
Yeah.
she can, like, be caught up on our
Yeah.
dumb
She
conversations.
never goes back and watches the old ones. Why would you though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we didn't really figure this out until, like, 10 or 15 minutes ago.
I mean, like,
Like,
I
we-
mean,
and
for,
if you want to call it figuring it out.
for context,
shite.
you really don't earn anything for going back and watching this. You just kind of like experience it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, it's a good
See that?
experience. Is that the Sandlot?
What? Is what the Sandlot?
He's being
Oh
nosy.
no, it's rock. It's
Oh, you're
Rock
seeing
School?
stuff on the
Yeah,
shelves.
I'm seeing stuff that hasn't seen the light of day in years.
I can attest that the ear cleaning was life changing. It was pretty nuts. The ear cleaning was bananas. His,
mine or yours?
yours, dude. What? That was unbelievable. Like, I can't believe
I don't know if I want to see it.
it's. Look, it's gross, but it's like satisfyingly
it's
gross.
Yeah, it's
What
like
did you
watching
use to
Dr.
clean it
Pimple
out?
Popper.
It's a little.
Yeah, it's like a little camera with a little stick on the end of it, and then you just you put that bad boy in there, and then you pull it out. You know what I mean?
This was in Creighton's ear.
Yeah,
But
I've
he's
sanitized
cleaned
it,
Like he cleans it and sanitizes
but don't
everything.
touch it.
It's been in so many people's
It's
ears.
been in like 5 years now.
yeah,
maybe
it's,
6.
It's his ear whore.
Yeah, I've been sticking that thing in people for a while now.
Yeah, he says the same
In
thing.
their ears.
He says the same thing to women with his dick.
No,
He's
no,
like,
that's
I've
not
been
what I
sticking
say.
that bad Johnny into
Yeah.
women for a while.
Don't call it a bad Johnny. Anyway, it is unbelievably. There we go. It is unbelievably like effective.
It
This
feels
is-
like weird when you're coming out. You know what I mean? Tickles a little.
Yeah, it
bit.
does.
Tickles a little bit on the ear.
Okay, dude. I need to charge it.
Are we gonna play my video or what?
No.
Hell no. Not
Oh.
until I can figure out how to put it on the computer.
Nasty.
Then
brother.
we
Calm
definitely do
down.
it. Calm down, brother. Let me do that. Let me do that. Let me do this. Let me do
when
that.
my mustache comes in fully, I'm gonna grow a handlebar mustache like Hulk Hogan. And
Um,
start
my
calling
Are you?
my
friend-
brother.
My friend has one of those.
Has a handlebar mustache like Hulk
Yes.
Hogan.
Poor
Does he
bastard.
also address everybody by the name brother?
No.
Brother.
Ew, absolutely. I'm gonna start wearing a bandana too, but my bandana will say Creighton, so that way people know who I am.
Ew, absolutely not. I'm disowning you. Says Marissa.
But you are discussing me, so there you go.
It was so much earwax. Like, it was bananas. Like,
At one point, he went around a corner, and I was like, "What's that dark shadow?" And he dipped into the shadow, and it was earwax.
and like the edges creeped over the camera, and he was like, "Oh my god, it's not a dark corner. That's all earwax." Like,
that's
it was
no
literally-
space station.
it was like at one point, if you stuck it into his ear and looked through the camera, 90% of what you saw was earwax, and it was dark. It was just a like black hole of earwax.
That is so disgusting.
Like the outer area was like the slimy, like orangey looking normal
I
earwax
think-
that you would see when you like use a Q-tip or something. But like he doesn't use Q-tips or anything. He never cleans anything out of his ears.
I think I
When-
cleaned my jeans a little bit.
when
It was
Charlie
years.
when Charlie was done cleaning out your ears, could you hear colors?
I like honestly, I couldn't really tell a difference, but it felt more sensitive, if you know what I mean.
the inside was very like the skin was very red
'Cause
because
he
like
pulled,
it
like,
had
part of
not
the
been
skin
it had
off.
not seen air in fucking probably actually like I'm saying years probably for real that was years and years and years of backed up
Yeah, that's
shit.
Imagine what I was going
Creighton.
through when that earwax first formed.
It looked like you know when like you cook on the stove like in a pan and like
Oh,
something
yeah,
burns
black
a little.
grease.
It looks like black grease
That's disgusting.
in his ear.
It might have been black grease.
No,
I
that's
eat a
not what
lot of
that
greasy
was.
Food.
I'm leaving this is nasty. I'm sorry. It was amazing.
And it was really weird when Charlie put it in his mouth to taste.
No, don't. Ew,
Oh,
don't.
He did,
say
and he
that.
made this sound. He got he went like that. Look at
Don't ever say that. Oh,
Uh,
I'm like I have food right here. I've been eating.
he said it
on
was
this
for his
podcast.
Pornhub video or something. I don't know. It was weird.
It was disgusting, but
He put it
oddly
on his-
satisfying to
Then he
clean.
put it on his.
It was
toes.
very. I will say it was the closest I've ever felt to Creighton because it is vaguely intimate. You're like I'm like having to hold the back of his neck
He
to
was
feel it
firm.
right, like
He
to
was
feel his.
firmly holding.
I
my
had to.
shoulder.
It's like it's a delicate procedure, and like to when you're looking at the phone, because it's on the phone, like the camera syncs to your phone, and so like I had to sync it to the phone, like be looking at that, but holding his head and feeling the like little scope thing. So it's like it's a weird like out of body manipulation of experience because I can't like look down in his ear because you just don't see. You like literally, it's like rounding a corner and then
He stuck
pushing.
it in me and said, "Do you like it when I do that?"
Anyway, I cleaned my brother's ear first. And it was a little different with him because it's like it's my brother. Like he's not weirded out by
Yeah.
me like
What was
touching him.
Mike? Was his pretty rough or no?
It wasn't nearly as bad. Nothing's even come close to your ears. Mike had some dirty ears, but it was like, man, like if I was like a 20 out of 100, Mike was only like a 45 or 50, and you were like 125. Like we cleaned Creighton's ears for 25 minutes
So I have
and
a dirty
didn't
hole.
finish.
I have a dirty hole.
Like his ears are so great. Like I'm amazed to see how they look now because there's like the irritation that has to have settled in by now. Like
When did you clean his ears?
I don't know 4 or 5 days ago now.
it feels good. I feel lighter.
You are lighter. He lost at least 4 ounces of weight.
We should do it again. Let's see how much is built up since.
I'm down, but like not live.
Why
I
not?
mean, we could do it live. Actually,
Let's do it live.
we could do it live.
If y'all
we
do
have
it live, I'm leaving.
You don't want to see it? It's awesome.
No.
Okay, we probably shouldn't do it live. Then.
Damn.
But one day, maybe one day.
Maybe someday.
Oh, excuse me. Anyway.
You guys can do it while I'm on my trip.
Okay.
How's that?
What trip are you going on?
I have 2 trips planned. One I told you about it. One the end of April, beginning of May, and then one at the end of June. And then also going to Atlanta in July.
Oh, okay. So you're going all over a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm going to be gone in 2 weekends with Creighton for a couple days. So we won't have a podcast that weekend.
But I mean, like, it really won't interrupt our schedule.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't think
was
so.
thinking that we could do like Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, for now.
Like those be the days we try to go.
Yeah. Are you good? Are you good with that, Melissa?
That should be fine as long as
I mean, it all
you
just
keep
depends
making
on-
my schedule the way that you're making it right now.
Yeah, like it really is all on you, Creighton. You make the schedules.
As
Which
long-
is actually a big help because you can basically just schedule the days you guys are able to try and do podcasts.
as long as you don't start scheduling me till close, then we're fine.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want to wear clothes.
Well, I mean, really, there's no like reason to, and this has been an ongoing issue. But like, pretty much everybody. Like,
Let's not talk about your work.
Yeah, yeah. But
On
I
the
just
podcast.
mean like, you know.
Or let's just go ahead and wrap it up because we are 90 minutes in.
Well, no, I want to finish sitting in the chair first. I gotta finish.
Oh, that's
this
true. You have 3
commitment.
more. Okay, we have to go at least 3 minutes for Marissa
No,
to get
I've
her
got
full.
4 minutes and 34 seconds.
Oh, you started a timer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna go by the time the poverty chair thing was done, but okay, 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I guess we can sit here
We still got
quietly
stuff
and
in
not
the
speak.
notes, like a bunch of stuff actually.
I mean, a bunch? Are you sure?
Yeah, enough to make a 5-minute conversation. So the unspecified virus of unknown origin. That's so. I don't know if you've watched this guy on YouTube, but he calls himself the Critical Drinker,
Okay.
and he reviews movies.
Okay.
And anytime he reviews a movie that's bad from like the last 2 or 3 years, he's like
He
it's-
blames it on that.
He's probably like
On-
he's like this movie's probably written bad because of the virus of the unknown virus from unspecified origin.
I have actually seen
You
that.
know who I'm talking about?
Yeah,
he's hilarious.
He is hilarious. Fuck, what was the movie? Fuck, what was the movie?
Probably
Fuck.
The Last Jedi. He's got several videos.
Yes,
on the Last
that's
Jedi.
exactly what it was. Because he was talking about, or no, it wasn't. It was one of the Transformers movies.
Oh, was
Because
it?
it was about the writer's strike. He was like, we could blame the writer's strike, but we could also blame the like. There's a lot of reasons because he actually wasn't blaming it on COVID, but he was saying like a lot of movies' bad writing from the last few years has been because of the blah blah. Saying that
the unknown virus of unspecified origin.
yeah, he'll say
'Cause
that.
he has
was
like,
like,
a thick
or it
Scottish
could
accent,
be yeah, and then
and
he's like,
always like pretends to be drunk in
yeah,
his videos.
or you could blame the writer's strike of this time of the world and history, or you could blame this. But I like to blame some dumb, ignorant writers for being terrible and stupid because this movie is just bad, and it's all Bloom's fault, like this guy's fault.
I love when he talks about Marvel movies now, and he's like, "It's all about spreading the message."
Yeah, it is very aggravating. There is like a thing with Marvel. Like here's what I hate about Disney right now. All their movies are getting worse and worse, but all their shows are getting better and better.
Well,
like
so like
Because
it's
they're not trying to
Well,
to make
that-
new movies. They're
that-
trying to recreate the old ones.
that
well, I just
ties
mean with the stuff that is
into
new, like
that,
the MCU. Well, like we're big dumb Marvel fans, especially
well, that
me,
and the Star Wars
and
thing
I want
too.
them to be good.
That ties into what I put in here about the Mandalorian ratings. Apparently they're dipping, but also like that could be because we're this first year the Mandalorian's aired that hasn't had like COVID going on.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
But also like I've seen people talking about like they don't like the pacing of this season either. But like honestly, this season has
Well, I
kind of felt
think-
like a giant reset for everything.
yeah, well, I think a big reason it's felt like the pacing's weird is because they're more and more falling into the anthology level of like Clone Wars in terms of like they can tell stories in the show that aren't literally just the Mandalorian
Yeah.
and get away with it. Like that's what they did with Book of Boba Fett.
yeah.
You know, they did 2 episodes
I
of The
know, they just
Mandalorian
put
just
2.
smack dab in
I
the middle
mean,
of
but
Book of Boba
also
Fett.
that like I think that wasn't a great choice either because like you know.
I'm sorry, you're lost.
No, I just zoned off. You're good.
But like you have 6 episodes of the show for this character. People have been waiting for like 40 plus years. 40 plus years for, and then like you're gonna dedicate 2 of those episodes to a already established character who's had like
And
2
not
seasons.
only give him 2 episodes, but give 2 episodes that you have to watch to understand the beginning of the
Yeah,
next show,
'cause, like,
the next
if you
season of
did-
his show.
If you tuned out of Book of Boba Fett like in the first couple,
Which a lot of
episodes,
people did.
like you're not gonna know.
My
And,
buddy
like,
Albert literally like asked me like, "Hey, do I need to watch Book of Boba Fett before I start the new season of Mando?" And I was like annoyingly, yeah.
but only
like,
like
you
those
actually
2
need to do
episodes.
it.
Because if you skip those those first 4 episodes. And just watch. No, wait. Is it the first 3? Whatever it is. If you skip the Book of
It's
Boba Fett
episodes
beginning
7
part,
and 8.
if you
or
skip
6
the
and 7.
beginning of Book of Boba Fett and watch the Mandalorian episodes, like you really don't miss anything in terms of Boba Fett's story. You just know
Yeah.
that he's like a gang leader.
But
now.
you do need to watch those episodes because now like you have characters from that started off in the show The Mandalorian still getting affected, like Cobb Vanth. Like 'cause
yeah,
if you
damn,
don't
I forgot
Yeah,
about
because
that.
if you don't watch the show, like if you don't watch Book of Boba Fett, whenever they bring him back, which it might be in Book of Boba Fett season 2 if they do that, or Ahsoka or Mandalorian or whatever, you're not going to understand why he is the way he is once
Yeah.
that comes around.
I thought for sure they killed him. I was
Everyone
like,
thought.
I know, but like I was like, okay, cool. They
Yeah.
killed him. Steaks.
Yeah.
Where are those?
Timothy Oliphant's gone.
Yeah. because like the thing is, like up until, oh damn, I can't say that without spoilers. Anyways, shit, watch Bad Batch, Charlie.
Okay. It is the only thing that I haven't watched now in Star Wars.
Let me tell you
is
something.
I have to catch up, and it's over now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. The series. Okay,
so
I
let
need
me
to-
tell
I
you,
need to
this
catch up.
season finale was probably better than the most recent episode of The Mandalorian.
Damn, that's high praise. It's that
I-
good.
I mean that. I really
Is
do.
this season like way better than the first season?
Yes.
Is-
Well, but
is-
it takes a minute to get there.
Yeah.
So like, I would say it doesn't really start to take off till maybe like the first 4 or 5 episodes in.
But does it like keep the ball rolling once it gets good?
Yes. Everything that you've seen up until this point has been building to like
What they
kinda-
are doing in this season?
Yeah. Like
Okay.
so like the filler annoyingly like is filler, but it's also great character work.
Yeah.
It's gonna pay off like big by the time. Well,
This is how nerds
yeah,
talk.
it's gonna pay
I'm
off
sorry.
as
No, I know
big
what
as
you're
it's
talking about
as
'cause
big.
My mom watches it, but I've just never watched it.
It's gonna pay off as big as it's built to for this point at the end.
That
of the
made
season.
me sound so old.
What?
No, I get it. My mom watches it.
She does watch it. I just never.
Like
never
she
watched
watches
it.
the animated stuff, 'cause that's what we're talking about.
I don't know
I-
if it's an animated one or not.
Then she doesn't understand.
The
No, I'm
Bad
just kidding.
Look,
I'm just kidding.
I was very surprised by this season, The Bad Batch, and I happily so surprised.
Yeah.
But like at the same time,
I've been seeing a lot of shit on Twitter for it, where I'm like, oh shit,
yeah,
maybe this
dude,
actually looks
be careful,
good.
Be careful,
Yeah.
because like spoilers, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I know that there's a guy that everyone hates.
who?
One of the Empire people. There's just like a specifically piece of shit guy in the
Who you
Empire.
talking about?
I don't know. I just have seen him in like a still.
Are you
so
talking about?
I don't know. I won't know if you say anyone's name.
No, well,
There's no way I'll know.
Okay.
It's just
well,
a guy. The Lucky Show.
What's up?
What's up, dude? It's been fucking 100
Forever.
years, and you're using our little shirts off emotes.
Yeah.
I forgot we had those. I forget that we have emotes sometimes. Man, that's a great emote.
That is a fantastic emote. I wish it was us taking our shirts off.
What? What's happening?
We're talking
Well,
about.
We're
Bad
talking
Batch
about
right
Star
now.
Wars and the Bad Batch, and we're also about to wrap the show up.
Yeah.
Sadly, this is like the third time you've come in right in the like closing moments, and I'm sorry, but you know I love you.
I'm excited to see where they're gonna go after this, because if they stick with what they did at the end, it's gonna be like it's gonna probably be more emotional than the end of Clone Wars.
It's okay, Lucky Show. You can go back. The VOD will be up. Don't say that, dude. Don't hype it up that much, 'cause
Okay,
that's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
get me way
I'm
too
sorry.
excited.
I'm sorry. I'm
There's
sorry.
no way anything will live
But
up
they
to
really-
the
but, like, here's
legendary
the thing.
status of the end
Here's
of the
the
Clone
thing:
Wars.
they have to stick it. They have to stick to what they're doing. If they
Yeah.
don't stick to it, then it's
Are the
everything's gonna be
characters
void.
that are I'm not gonna say any names, but are the characters that are kind of annoying in the first season less annoying? Did the
Who do you think's annoying?
like everyone?
Really? You didn't like?
I mean, do
anybody?
do the characters get better? Is what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yes and no. Some do, some don't. Some,
Okay.
but some haven't had the chance to really like grow.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
got you. Well, on that, we should wrap this one up.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as always, I'm Charlie. That's my foot. This is Darren
Yeah, I'm
/
Darren.
Melissa.
Mel Darren.
Say goodbye, Creighton.
Goodbye, Creighton.
Okay. We'll catch everybody later. Goodbye.